sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call 1L.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Garden Plain High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith getting ready for Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan basketball here. The Trojans from Southeast taking on the Owls from Garden Plain. Garden Plain in the Central Plains League, and boy, that can't be an easy league to play in. You look at Belle Plains and then Trinity, Chaparral, Cheney, Kingman, Medicine Lodge, Douglas, and Conway Springs. What a football conference that must be, Tyler. But you know what's a pretty good basketball conference, too, is we'll find out, I think, here tonight. These will be two really good teams. A couple of non-con games, couple of games that you really don't have to worry about other than just maybe your overall record and some seedings later on in 2026. But it's a great atmosphere. The facilities are nice here, and it'll be a good experience tonight for Southeast.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, we talk about, this is a difficult place to get to, and it's kind of always fun to have these kind of windy roads and places you have to get to where it kind of alters your schedule a little bit. I mean, it's kind of a sub-state feel. I know it's early on in the season, but you talk about, things aren't just always convenient. You just can't always hop on a highway and get somewhere pretty quickly. And you talk about Garden Plain. I mean, this is exactly that. And then you get to come and you get to play a team that's battle-tested. We'll talk about their 2-3 record, but this is a flipping good team year in and year out. We always talk about, they make postseason runs. Garden Plain's always just kind of lurking around, and they're lurking around because they play an extremely tough schedule.
Let's talk about that schedule right now. When you look at it, the common opponent is Heston. Southeast of Saline was able to beat Heston at Swatherland. And then at Garden Plain just played the Swathers here not too long ago. They lost by 10 points in that game. But you look at Garden Plain's schedule on the girls' side. They come into this game 2-3, and just by glance looking at it, I look and they have played two defending state champions so far in Wellington and Mound Ridge. They've also played Heston, who had one loss last year, finished third in the state. They also have a schedule that they've played a couple of games and games coming up where they go into the Wichita area, and it's loaded with 4A schools.
Yeah, you love to see that with these teams, right? Like, they want to play people. They want to play as many people. It's one of those games. This is just a great Tuesday night matchup for us.
It should be. We're looking forward to it. It's the Owls of Garden Plain and Southeast of Saline. We'll step away, come back. We'll have the starters for you and the tip as we get things going here in Garden Plain on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
Flush the freakishly fast frog.
Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At LilyPad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call LilyPad Septic.
LilyPad Septic.com.
Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call LilyPad Septic.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA. KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Garden Plain High School, Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, about ready here to get this one underway. Let's go over starters for Southeast of Saline. They come in 3-1 under the direction of head coach Shauna Smith in her 10th season. She will start the sophomore combination of Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson in the backcourt. Kaya coming off her season high in scoring. She had 13 points at Beloit on Friday. Sutton Douglas, a 5'7 senior, along with Reagan Duran, a 5'5 junior in the starting lineup. And then the other senior is Charlotte Knopf, 6'1". For Garden Plains, they are under the direction of Cody Castleman. He will start. J.C. Stulsatz, 5.2 points a game. She also leads the team in steals. Aubrey Hockup, 7.5 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Reese Stulsatz, 8 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.5 steals. Lila Zogelman, 7.5 points, 5.6 rebounds a game. She leads the team in assists. And Carly Stulsatz, 3.5 points, 7.5 rebounds per game. She leads the team in rebounding. So, here we go. Garden Plain comes out as you view live stream video on SalinaPost.com, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Garden Plain on the floor. They're wearing their all-white jerseys, trimmed in gold and black. Southeast takes the floor in their purple jerseys. Tyler Smith, your new image audio. Keys to success tonight for Southeast.
Devin, it's game 3 without Abigail Pearson, all right? And I think every single game, everybody improves. We've seen Charlotte Knopf just come leaps and bounds every single game, every start that she gets, her positioning, her understanding of the defense and the offense. She's a smart player. Shauna Smith will just continue to echo those sentiments about Miss Knopf. But then it's also, there's no shot clock again tonight. And I think we saw a lot of forced shots. And I don't think they were ever forced by the shot clock against Abilene, but you saw Southeast put up a lot of shots. You want to see a lot of offense ran tonight. There's going to be a matchup zone that you're going to see Garden Plain play a lot. And you got to be patient. You got to make sure you get your shots, as we see a little holdup right here before the toss. But just play your game, have fun. These are two really competitive teams, non-conference game. Let's have some fun.
So 2 games with, out, 2 games with, and now a game without the shot clock for Southeast of Saline. Here's Reagan Duran after Southeast of Saline wins the tip. She drives the baseline right-hand side. Had that ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay here with Southeast, still inbounds underneath their own basket.
And one thing you'll notice about Garden Plain, just a bunch of athletic, about 5'8", 5'9", just players that can play all over.
Reese Heinrich off the inbounds, gets things going. Reese has no patience to wait, and she gets her first shot to go down. It's the first shot of the game and the first point. Southeast leads 3-0. Yeah, these two teams a little bit mirrors of each other, right? They're both young. They're both athletic. They both probably lack a true big girl inside. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch. Here's a 3 now, put up the right-hand side. That's no good. Different result for Garden Plain as they came away. Lila Zogelman airballed that, and Southeast of Saline will get the ball back, leading 3-0.
Devin, you're exactly right. Just watching film on Garden Plain, I mean, they play extremely hard. They do everything right. They just make the fundamental plays easy, and when you make things easy, it leads to a lot of success.
Here's a pass, trying to go down to the left-hand corner. It's deflected, comes away. Garden Plain has it. First turnover of the game for Southeast. They're going to launch another 3. Here's a long rebound. Sutton Douglas will take it away. Sutton coming up the left-hand sideline. Now slams on the brakes, comes back to the middle now. Reagan Duran out front with the basketball. Zone defense being applied here by Garden Plain. The Owls in a blown-up zone, guarding pretty much everything inside of the three-point arc. Here's Douglas down low on the left-hand side. Might have been too far underneath the basket and hit the side of the board.
Yeah, just a poor angle. We talk about how when Sutton gets to that block, she's so effective. Just a poor angle right there. Just put up a shot, hit the side of the rebound.
There's a deflection. Reagan Durant. Kaya Samuelson brings it away. One-on-one to the hole. Samuelson puts on the brakes. Pump fake. Her shot no good. And here comes Garden Plain back the other way. Each team with a turnover here in the early going. Owls now will stumble into a layup opportunity, and that is their second turnover on a traveling violation. Boy, not a lot of time to rest in this one, is there?
No, not at all. And it was that initial pass. It looked like the Garden Plain player was wide open. Reese Heinrich just used their speed, gets down there defensively, and kind of makes it a tough catch. And continuation for Garden Plain creates the travel.
3-0 Southeast of Saline. Mid-lane entry to Sutton Douglas. Sutton had the ball served right back to her, and it's going to be picked up by Reagan Durant. She'll save possession for SES. Reagan dancing with the dribble. Now a cross-court pass stolen away. Boy, this Garden Plain team, you can't do that with their defense. Now coming back the other way, and a foul down low. It'll be the first free throws of the game, and will belong to the Owls, each team now with 2 turnovers.
Yeah, really good foul by Samuelson right there. You saw a nice wide-open layup for Reese Stuhlsotz, and she did a good job. She came back to the middle of the lane, gets herself a nice bucket opportunity, and then Samuelson just comes and rips down at the basketball center to the free throw line.
3 Stuhlsotz in the starting lineup. This is Reese, as her first free throw was up and no good. She will get a second opportunity here. And it also misses. Charlotte Knopf had her hands on the rebound, then got shoved in the back. The ball sprung free, picked up by Reese Heinrich. Up the floor, Kaya Samuelson has it. She tried to go cross court, and it's taken away. Ball bounced off the back of one of the Owls, though. Reagan Durant ends up with it, and then she shoved to the floor, and a foul will be called.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to let you play a little bit, which is a little bit different when we saw on Friday night against Beloit. I mean, the officials are letting the athletes just go out and play. Both fouls have been extremely obvious foul calls. The officials are doing a great job so far tonight.
Anna Pitts into the game for the early on here. She got a foul early on that shove on Durant. Here's Heinrich. Lob pass inside. Douglas, an underhand shot from the left-hand side of the basket. That's going to come up missing badly, and back the other way we go. Here comes Garden Plain, wanting to run. Trailing 3-0. That Reese Heinrich shot, the first shot of the game that went in, is the only points we have so far. Here's a drive now on the left-hand baseline. No good. Knopf will secure the rebound for Southeast. Here comes Samuelson with it. Eyes back to the middle. Finds Duran down low. Inside-outside game. Kaya for 3. Got it to go. Kaya Samuelson and Reagan Duran running perfect fast break offense.
Yeah, and it's an initial pass and transition that opened that up for Kaya right there. She throws the ball down to Reagan, and Duran kicks it back out. All of a sudden, the defender has to go. Kaya wide open 3.
Here's a drive to the bucket. A block by Knopf down low. Garden Plain gets it back, but Charlotte Knopf denied that. Now a long 3 for Garden Plain. That came from Hockup, and it'll take a big bounce to the other side. Just the way a team plays and where they shoot from changes your defense a little bit, doesn't it? Because with all these threes going up, those rebounds are going to be long.
Yeah, without a doubt, and they'll extend. I mean, we've seen Hockup now with a couple threes beyond 21, 22 feet right there. So you got to make sure you have long rebounds, you're ready. But what a great job from Charlotte Knopf in that initial transition surge right there to just be in the right position. I mean, she knows where she needs to be. She's not going to try to do too much. She plays exactly to her capabilities. It's a great defensive stand from Charlotte Knopf.
Gets in for Samuelson to give Kaya a break. Also, freshman Veda Durfee comes in. She'll give Knopf a break. 4:41 left to go here, first quarter. 6-0. Southeast of Saline on a couple of threes here early. One by Heinrich, one by Samuelson. It's Heinrich now with the ball. She'll go to Getz. Now Durant. Reagan wants to drive. She's being shoved to the outside. Yeah. She double dribbled with the basketball. 4th turnover for Southeast of Saline here in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, good defense from Anna Pitts. So again with this zone, this matchup zone, they're going to guard you man-to-man sometimes, and sometimes you'll see them slip off. They know their defensive responsibilities behind them are there to help. And it looked like Duran goes baseline. She's not expecting Pitts to stay with her. Pitts does a great job of turning her around, and she turned her over ultimately.
Samuelson back into the game, has a steal, got in the passing lane. Now she's going to pull up from the elbow, got blocked from behind. It'll bounce over to Getz, who will secure it. They'll swing it left-hand wing now to Heinrich. Down low, Douglas. Douglas back out after she got trapped. Heinrich will run it down. Here it comes back to the near side in front of the scorer's table to Taryn Getz. High post. Durfee working in it. there's a lot of activity inside. Either Douglas, that time it was Veda Durfee who caught the ball. Man, they were being swarmed down low.
Man, I loved this Garden Plain defense. Is fun to watch. I mean, active hands and active bodies. Their bodies get them in the right positions where you're not relying on lazy hands. Their hands are active, trying to fight for the basketball. They're doing a great job making it difficult for Southeast to do anything.
Second team foul for Garden Plain. We're halfway through this first quarter, 6-0 Southeast. Here's Samuelson, long three. It's going to be too strong, and it will be bouncing right into the lap of Garden Plain, but they'll throw it away on the break. Looking up the right-hand side, Zogelman was trying to find a receiver. There was nobody there, and Garden Plain will give it right back to Southeast. Bouncing up off the bench after that turnover for Garden Plain is Madison Glazer.
Yeah, and so far Garden Plain looks like they want to run. They want to try to get things to transition. That's one thing that Southeast is going to have, they're putting an emphasis on. You see Heinrich getting back as fast as she can. That all of a sudden creates a lot of havoc against this Garden Plain offense transition play. Gets
high post to Durfee. Now to Knopf. Charlotte bobbled for a second, got it back. It's played back out. Now to the opposite side of the floor to Reese Heinrich. 3:33 left to go here in the opening quarter. High post again to Veda. She's working. Took the contact. Doesn't like what she sees. Plays it back out to Heinrich. Reese, a little jab step, a fake pass. Now she plays it back to the left. Getz now has it. She'll dance down to the corner. Now tries to get it in the high post to Durfee. She does. Veda again stuck with it. Boy, this defense is solid for Garden Plain. Just not a lot there. Here's a pass that's deflected. Samuelson ends up with it. She'll drive to the cup and score. Chaos Kaya will call her as she gets into the lane and gets a two-pointer there in the middle of that offensive set. Here comes Garden Plain back the other way. Their shot crawls out. Give credit there to Taryn Getz, who sprinted back on defense.
Yeah, Knopf just did a great job putting her backside right there in the lane, and all of a sudden Getz sprints through. Great job from Southeast.
High post again to Durfee. She has to swing off a couple of owls, finds Samuelson wide open for three. Takes a really weird bounce off the rim, and it goes out of bounds back over to Garden Plain. 2:39 left to go here in the opening quarter.
And I don't think you're upset with any of the 4 3-point shots that Southeast has taken so far, but you can get those at any time against this defense. You want to see, you just want to continue to try to penetrate against this matchup zone defense and fight really, really hard. You can have those shots any day.
Full court pressure now. Garden Plain nearly turned it over. Charlotte Knopf couldn't secure it. The Owls still have it. Secondary break three, and they got it. A three-pointer. Reese Stolzatz. She got the first points of the game there for Garden Plain. Southeast quickly back down on their offensive end of the floor, leading by 5. Samuelson in a trap. Boy, on that baseline, there's just not much there. You got to be quick with your decision-making because there are traps waiting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. If you go there, you've got to have a plan in your head why you're going baseline. You can't just go baseline being your default play. If you go there, you got to know you're going to kick it somewhere, kick it out. Again, this is a big game. You get 2 feet in the lane, you either get a shot up or someone collapses and you go somewhere else.
Reagan Durant checks back into the game. Here's a deflection now by Heinrich. She also secures the steal. Over to Samuelson in the corner. Back to Heinrich. She'll shoot the three. Dead away! Splashes it home. Reese Heinrich, her second three-pointer. And with 2:03 left to go here in the first quarter, Southeast of Saline has taken an 11-3 lead. It's a 30-second timeout by the Owls. We'll step away as well. Lady Trojan basketball right here on KINA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
2:03 left to go here, opening quarter. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith. It is an 8-point lead once again for Southeast of Saline. They led it 8-0, and now it is 11-3. Garden Plain has the basketball. Now Southeast in a zone defense out of the timeout. A foul down low, and Garden Plain will score, and the foul coming. Carly Stulsatz got the basket there on the right-hand side, and the foul for Southeast of Saline will be whistled here against Kaya Samuelson. It's her second.
And I think that's the biggest thing about that entire play. First of all, good job from Garden Plain to work themselves in. We saw a change of defense. The press wasn't there. It was a 1-3-1 zone, extended to half court. All of a sudden, they found a way to get inside the lane, and Samuelson comes in a little bit late and called for her second foul of the game.
Free throw will miss. Southeast back the other way. Play it to the right to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich Just kind of looking at the action right there. There's not a lot of movement on the Southeast offense. They get it in high post to Veda Durfee. Veda back out. Getz was clapping for the ball. Now they find Reagan Duran for a left corner three. That's no good. But look at Heinrich tapping the ball out to herself and getting the rebound. She'll bounce it back into Durfee. Veda turns, shoots, and fouled. Veda Durfee will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, the first foul right there on Zoglem, excuse me. But it's Veda Durfee that this freshman, you start to understand where you fit in, what you can do. All of a sudden it's not junior high basketball anymore, but you can still do things. And I think Veda Durfee, we're going to watch her just grow continually, as the season progresses.
First free throw up and no good for Veda Durfee. A foul on Lila Zogelman is her third team foul. Veda gets the second one to go down. Southeast of Saline lead back to 7, 12-5. Here comes Garden Plain up the floor. Nobody back for Southeast of Saline. Heinrich comes sprinting in from behind, trying to knock the ball away and commits a foul. And it will be a shooting foul for Garden Plain. They'll go to the free throw line here. Carly Stuhlsatz will go back to the line where she's 0 of 1.
Yeah, you'll see it sometimes, a lot of times in football when all of a sudden you see a wide receiver just break wide open and there's a broken defense and there's something going on right there. And that's exactly what happened right there. Is the first free throw's missed. And this is becoming an issue right now for Garden Plain early on in this game. But you saw that there's just a broken defense. There's a broken defensive play, wide open Garden Plain player, good foul by Reese Heinrich.
After missing the second free throw on the way, that one's also strong off the fingertips of Knopf into the lap of Reese Heinrich. 1:11 left to go here in a eventful, very entertaining first quarter of play. At Garden Plain, Sutton Douglas in the corner. Now she plays it out. She'll launch the three. She got it to go. Taryn Getz with the fourth three-pointer for Southeast of Saline in this opening period.
Man, they're coming with a flurry, right? And they've been uncontested. They've been relatively wide open, and that's what you got to figure out what you're going to do against the Southeast offense.
Ball on the floor. Heinrich grabs it, and she's going to earn the arrow. It'll go to Southeast of Saline as Reese Heinrich gets a possession for SES as she went to the deck.
Yeah, and just that's what Heinrich does. That's what this whole Southeast team, if you don't play defense, you're not going to be on the court. You're not going to be able to play. Reese does all those things. You see a loose ball. I'm surprised that Shauna Smith didn't dive on the ball for that right there. You see everybody going to the floor trying to get the basketball.
No shot clock, right? Play for the last shot here in the first quarter. Douglas with it, inside, outside now with Duran. Reagan has stepped out to play outside right now with Samuelson having 2 early fouls here in this game. Gets back in to Douglas. Now to Knopf. Back out. Gets. She likes what she sees. That one rimming off no good. Long rebound to the corner. Douglas is there. Now she's in trouble. Goes to Knopf. Now to Gets. Still plenty of time on the clock. It is down to 13. High post to Douglas. Back out here now to Taryn Gets. Clock down to 9. Now Southeast needs to think about scoring. Clock down to 6. Gets has it. Now to Knopf in the corner. They're leaving Charlotte alone. Now to Heinrich. Ends up with Taryn Getz at the buzzer. Too strong, no good. Executed perfectly by Southeast of Saline, but they come up empty on that last shot. Nonetheless, Southeast of Saline leading Garden Plain here on the road by 10 at the end of 1. It is 15-5. Lady Trojan basketball presented tonight on KINA with live stream video also on SalinaPost.com, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
This is Jeff with Vanderbilt's in Salina. The weather is getting cold outside. Stop in and see us. We have loads of cold weather gear, base layers, hats, gloves, coats, jackets. We have heated jackets, sweatshirts, and socks, and a store full of items that will keep you warm. If you are feeling that chill or the wind is getting through your clothes, come see us for warm gear from head to toe at Vanderbilt's in Salina.
Work boots and Vanderbilt.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Back here at Garden Plain, Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, Southeast leading by 10. Garden Plain has the basketball. Pretty good first quarter there for Southeast. Now a poke. Taryn Getz on the floor trying to fight off a flock of Owls, and it'll be a jump ball situation. Taryn Getz just stole a possession away for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, you just saw a crossover right there in front of Getz. Getz gets the hand out there, makes it a loose ball, and all of a sudden Getz is on the floor as well trying to tie that basketball up. Possession goes to Southeast.
I'm not saying this trend is going to be like that. We're only a quarter into this game, but Garden Plain was 0 for 5 from the free throw line in that opening quarter. That is not typical of what they've done so far this season. They are 34 of 48. They've only missed 14 free throws coming into this game. They're 71% as a team.
71%, great
yeah.
for high school girls basketball team. I mean, that's exactly where we're going to be at. So, I mean, that's something you have to kind of consider as you're moving forward. This team will not stay 0 for the entire night, but 0 for 5 is really killing them right now.
Yeah, they're averaging about 3.5 misses a game. They already have 5 here in this one. They haven't made one yet. Here's a pass now, swatted out of bounds. Southeast of Saline will keep it on their offensive end. 7:28 left to go. We're just underway here in the second quarter. Long pass way up top. Sutton Douglas will have it at the top of the key. Now she'll hand it off to Duran. Reagan wants to drive. Now she tried to play it out to Taryn Getz. It's going to be deflected and taken away by the Owls. 5 turnovers now for SES. Garden Plain gets it on the left-hand side and a traveling violation at the top of the circle. Turnover number 7 for GP.
Yeah, and you saw it right there. It just looked like number 24, Layla Zogelman. I mean, great move. Just everything, when it looks a little bit awkward, there's something awkward. She just dragged that foot a little bit too quick.
Here's a press by Garden Plain. Reese Heinrich told everybody to get out of the way. She wanted to handle it one-on-one. Everybody cleared out. Reese did exactly that. Here's Duran elevating, shooting, and there's that classic thing, Tyler. I'm going to say this about every game, at least once a game this season. Reagan Duran got to the middle of the lane. She jumped, elevated, hung in the air, shooting a true jump shot. Meanwhile, the defender jumped with her, started to come back down before she did, and hacked her on the arm.
You know,
first free throw good.
I've been in basketball camps, Queens of the Court camp. Steve Reedy, he preaches to the girls, if you have a true jump shot, you're going to find yourself getting more opportunities than anybody else, because if you have a true jump shot in girls high school basketball in the state of Kansas, you're going to have the ability to score, and Reagan Duran proves that every single night.
Made the first, missed the second, but Sutton Douglas is going to save it. Now out left-hand side, Taryn Getz, her 3. Little short, no good. Rebound by Garden Plain. 16-5. It's an 11-point Southeast lead. Underneath, a short corner jumper that's up no good, but the backside rebound taken in by the Owls, and they will get a second chance to score. This will be Zogelman on that score, her first points of the night.
Yeah, great shot from Zogelman from about 18 feet out, just stepped right into it. Nice stroke from Zogelman.
Heinrich brings the ball up the floor. A little man-to-man now being played by Garden Plain. Here's Heinrich with it, looking for space. She'll step back, shoot the 3. Too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound, loose ball on the floor. There's Douglas after it, and they're going to say she traveled with it. Boy, you don't see people get punished for hustle very much anymore, but that's what happened there to Sutton Douglas.
And here's where you kind of, we were talking about falling in love with the 3 and everything you're doing. Right now, you want to see Southeast kind of run more offense. You don't have to get that 3 up early. Work the offense. It's still there. There's no shot clock tonight. Just see what the offense can give you.
Here's a drive and a dish out. They're going to call a check foul. Running down the floor is going to be Taryn Getz, and Taryn will get her first.
Yeah, it looked like Getz right there. As she was running along, just kind of a lazy little right hand went in. The body also went in. It's a good call from the officials.
16-7, Southeast of Saline with a 9-point lead. Garden Plain having trouble getting it in here, and it's a 5-second count. That is, the 3rd game in a row now we've seen Southeast earn one of those?
We've talked about it's a great call from Coach Castleman. He says, I think they skipped 4. That was a pretty quick count, but regardless, we've seen a lot of – everybody looks exhausted right now. I mean, this has just been an up-and-down game going back and forth, and, 2 really well-conditioned teams, well-coached teams, but everybody's gassed.
I know it's still in 2025's portion of the season, but this is great sub-state training, isn't it? Here's Taryn Getz. She didn't have a clean catch off the low pass from Sutton Douglas. She launched the shot. She was open, and it comes off no good. Garden Plain back the other way. Here's a backdoor cut and a foul on Charlotte Knopf. That was a good block up top, but just a little too much of the body. That'll send Reese Stolzatz to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. So it'll be her second trip.
Yeah, and Getz comes back down. We talked about how tired everybody is. Getz misses the 3, and I think you said it exactly right. If she catches that ball clean, she feels more in rhythm. It's kind of bobbled the ball, goes up, but kind of an awkward shot, but then she gets beat on the backside as another free throw is missed from Garden Plain. But Charlotte Knopf, that's just a good foul right there. It's her first of the night. You have a player wide open for a layup. Go up there, protect the rim, exactly what you're supposed to do.
First free throw is missed. Second one on the way. Also no good off to the right. Here's a player, though, jumping up over Sutton Douglas and getting the rebound, but now losing it. Look at Veda Durfee, the feather-like touch to keep that ball inbounds into the lap of Reese Heinrich. Durfee now plays it in the corner. Kaya Samuelson has come back into this game. Kaya will have to be careful and smart with those two fouls, and now Reagan Duran tried to hop through a defender and ended up getting caught with a traveling violation. The two teams now even at 7 turnovers apiece.
Yeah, Duran broke through the double team and then all of a sudden stops the dribble and then goes with a jump stop. Good, another good call from the officials. I like watching this officiating crew. They're letting you be physical, but they're not going to let you get away with silly stuff.
Here's a ball nearly stolen away by Duran in that full court press. Now Garden Plain has it on the backside, and a foul on Duran on the floor. For Reagan, this will be her first. So Southeast of Saline keeping the foul spread out a bit here, other than Samuelson with her 2. This will be the third team foul now for Southeast here early in the second quarter. Garden Plain trying to get it in again, running out of time, but finally they do. JC Stolzatz with it. She'll pull up, and that's a forced jumper from the left elbow area. And now trying to save it from going out of bounds. It'll come back over to Southeast of Saline.
Devin, again, fatigue, tired.
Oh, gosh.
There's a lot of players out there. You know who doesn't look tired is number 2. I mean, Reese Heinrich looks like she's energized. I mean, she's putting so much, ball pressure, on the ball at all times. It just makes it extremely difficult for Garden Plain to get anything going.
Just blew by the defender with a crossover. Comes to the left to Durfee. Now up top of the circle, Douglas. She'll take one dribble, play it inside on a 15-foot jumper. That's no good. Garden Plain with the rebound. Yeah, you're right. These two teams are absolutely gassed. Garden Plain working through offense here. Durfee shuts it down along the baseline. They'll play it back out. Now back into the lane. Heinrich pinned down low. Does a good job defensively, though. Comes up with a miss. Put back is no good. Ball being fought for. Garden Plain will shoot the 3 off the loose ball. That's no good. Now another loose ball, and they're going to say it's off the knee of Reagan Duran, out of bounds. It'll stay with Garden Plain underneath their own basket.
And I think right now, offensively, you've hit a few threes if you're Southeast, so you're happy with that, but you haven't done a lot, on the inside. However, you're happy with your defense. Garden Plain's just throwing stuff up, but eventually the stuff's going to start going in, so you got to get back into your offense and get things going Southeast. If you're Southeast, inside the lane, inside the three-point line, not just rely on that.
Garden Plain working the basketball around the perimeter. Now lob pass inside, a little power dribble, and another foul will be called inside. That time they were able to get the entry into Carly Stolzatz, and she went up, got the foul. And it will go against Veda Durfee. 2 free throws coming up for Carly Stolzatz. So far in this game, she's 0 for 3 from the line.
Yeah, but Stolzatz just a great catch, great catch right there with the contact, and then goes up with the shot as she misses another, and then goes up. Right now it's tough, and at some point, when does this start to creep in? At what point during a timeout do you start saying we got to hit free throws? Because once you start thinking about free throws, that's when you continue to miss free throws.
Got 1 out of 2 that time. Missed the first one. Got the second one. 3 points now for Carly. Yeah, this Garden Plain team made up a lot like Southeast of Saline. A couple of seniors, a junior or 2, bunch of sophomores, and they are athletic as well. Here's Samuelson driving into trouble. Boy, and she makes bad even worse as she lost the basketball and then committed her 3rd foul.
Yeah, and that's really tough. You're disappointed at yourself, so you're trying to get the basketball back, and while doing so, you pick up a huge 3rd foul in the first half still. It
will also put Garden Plain at the free throw line. We will see their free throws when we come back. 3:52 left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline leading 16-8. Here's a 30-second timeout on KINA.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Free throws coming up here for Garden Plain as we welcome you back to Garden Plain High School. Lila Zogelman at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good.
Devin, it's just a matter of time for these free throws started to go in.
Absolutely.
By the law of averages, they have to.
Second one as well. Zogelman now 4 points here in the second quarter. Garden Plain has outscored Southeast of Saline 5-1 in this second period, and we're just a little over halfway through. 3:52 left to go here in the second period. 16-10 now. That 11-point Southeast lead has been trimmed down to 6. Durant has it. Now left to Durfee. Now to Getz. 4 people working around the perimeter. Here's Durfee inside. The ball curls around the world and falls home. Veda Durfee. That's the first interior points that Southeast of Saline has scored in this game.
And Devin, I'll say that's a bad shot. I mean, not a good angle early on in the offense, but Durfee puts it through. Great job from the freshman.
Garden Plain comes down. They try to score. Can't get it to go. Put back no good, and a rebounding foul will be called on the Owls.
Oh, back to Durfee's offensive play right there. She catches the ball underneath the block. No angle. Spins around on that left leg. Goes up. Again, 0 angle. The ball spins around the rim. Toilet bowls itself and finds itself going through the net.
And I will push back a little bit on you because it wasn't a bad shot. It was a difficult shot.
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
When she got the ball, she didn't hesitate and didn't let the trap collapse on her. She was ready to go. But, yes, the degree of difficulty, as you said.
Extremely high.
Yeah, holy cow. 18-10 now. Southeast of Saline has an 8-point lead and the basketball. Heinrich with it on the left-hand side. Now to Sutton Douglas. They continue to swing to the right. Getz now with it in front of the Owl bench. They go back left now. Ends up in the corner to Duran. A lot of big movement here by SES on offense. Duran just got shoulder blocked underneath the basket. No foul called, and she ends up losing the basketball. Back the other way we go. The homestanding Owls wearing their white jerseys. Top of the key. Now they pass it down low. Now back out. Drive to the basket. Short corner jumper is up no good. Look at Taryn Getz blocking out. Now she's going to fight for the ball. And the Arrow will keep it here with Garden Plain on their offensive end.
And again, just another shot that looks like fatigue. I mean, right there, Garden Plain did a great job getting 10 feet away from the bucket. Goes up wide open, after a nice offensive move. And then just misses that ball short, and it's just an absolute scrum for the rebound. You're seeing multiple players dive after the basketball. Love the way that Castleman and Smith both have their teams prepared and just diving all over the place.
Couple of substitutions for Garden Plain. Shauna Smith will counter with Charlotte Knopf. And now a ball that is knocked out of bounds blindly by Reagan Duran. And I say that because she just put her hand up in the passing lane. It looked like it went off Duran, off of Garden Plain, but the official didn't see that way, and he's going to keep it here with Garden Plain. Baseline inbounds. The Owls will get it in. Ends up now top of the circle. Now comes back to the left-hand side. Here's a baseline drive. Nothing there. Good defense by Heinrich. Heinrich still there and baited Garden Plain into a travel. Great defense on the rotation there by Heinrich. She knew exactly what was going to happen, and she got Garden Plain into a traveling violation.
Well, and it was Duran as well. Duran's the switch, and then she comes back. She goes back to the basketball. I mean, we've seen Duran be a little bit out of sorts offensively, but when you can, flush that offensively and still play defensively, you find yourself on the court, and that's what Duran keeps doing.
Heinrich for 3. Short, no good. Tapped by Knopf. Garden Plain diving out of bounds to save the basketball, and now they'll bring it out. We're inside 2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. We'll talk to Francis Flax coming up at halftime. We'll also check numbers and also the scoreboard from area games. Garden Plain tried to go inside. Knopf put a hand in there, and then they had to play it back out to GP. Now back over to the right. Zogelman with it. Bounce pass inside. Swarming defense from Southeast. Back out for Garden Plain. A three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound, though, backside by Garden Plain. Boy, there was a switch of a pivot foot twice on that after the rebound.
Devin, you said it earlier. This has all the sub-state feels. I mean, this is just hard-nosed defense from both teams, making things extremely difficult.
Garden Plain just camping in the lane. They lost the ball. It never changed possession, though, and they never left the lane. Officials let them play through it. They put a shot up. That's no good. Now they get their own rebound. Boy, the Owls getting away with several different things on this possession. Here's a shot up now, hit the rim, and Charlotte Knopf will finally claim it for Southeast of Saline. 48 seconds left to play. Long pass up the floor by Heinrich. That was ill-advised. 2 bodies hit the floor, 1 from each team. It's a 4-on-4 break going back the other way.
And you hate that turnover from Heinrich. You just work so hard defensively. Just come up, slow it down. See a foul on Southeast. And I think everybody's happy for that whistle right there. Everybody's just sucking wind right there. But Heinrich's got to just slow things up. You won defensively. You had about a 40 to 50-second defensive opportunity. You all of a sudden get that defensive rebound. Just slow things down. Get yourself the last shot in the half.
Free throw after the foul on Taryn Getz is up and no good. Anna Pitts at the line. Taryn Getz on that foul is her second now. So Samuelson has 3, Getz has 2. They're going to lead Taryn in there, though, to finish out the half. 35 seconds left to go. Second free throw, missing. Douglas with the rebound, rips it away from an Owl. Now she'll get into the hands of Heinrich. 29 seconds left to play. And Heinrich trying to hook up with Taryn Getz over on the left-hand side. That pass travels out of bounds. Those two are not on the same page.
Yeah, it looked like Getz was it came out of that break a little bit late. Don't know if it was on Reese or on Getz. God, it's another big turnover for Southeast.
Back-to-back turnovers here in the last minute of the second quarter. Garden Plain has it back. They can have the last shot if they want it. They'll play it back out. Zogelman with a jumper. Short corner. That's no good. Scrum for the rebound, and it's going to be pitched out and kept here by Garden Plain. Clock down to 6. Now a traveling violation, and Southeast will get it back with 4.4 left on the clock.
Oh, and that's huge right there. You hear that whistle, you never know which way it's going to go, right? Because it was defended by Getz. That could have easily been a foul on Getz. Oh.
Here's a baseball pass from Sutton Douglas. Durant turned around and threw it. Now Garden Plain with a desperation shot will come up empty. So Southeast, after getting off to a good start offensively in that first quarter, scoring 15 points, only manages 3 points in the second, but they're still going to lead by 8 going into the locker room here at a much-needed halftime. 18-10 is our score, and we come back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. We'll have numbers from the first half, also check some area scores, and a conversation with Francis Flax. Get an update on Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. It's all coming up when we come back. Southeast of Saline leads it at the break, 18-10, here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
This holiday season, while you're wrapping gifts and decorating, remember to protect what really matters. Your home, your family, your peace of mind. At Smart Insurance, we know the best gifts don't fit under the tree. They're the ones you count on every day. From home and auto to life and business coverage, Smart Insurance helps safeguard the moments and the people you treasure most. So as you celebrate the season, celebrate with confidence, knowing we have you covered with locations in Abilene, Salina, and Harrington. Merry Christmas from all of us at Smart Insurance.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn. Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report. Halftime, the girls 18-10 is our score. Southeast of Saline leading by 8 here at the break. Time now to talk to Francis Flax and get caught up on what's been going on over the weekend and yesterday with Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. And, Coach, a 20-point loss on the road against a very good Beloit team. I don't know how you felt about the Trojans, but a first-year head coach, and it just kind of seems like he has molded them already in what he wants to do as a system, and you can tell those kids have bought in already. I was pretty impressed with Beloit. What did you see about this game as you had a chance to look at it from Friday?
Well, first of all, he came from a good program. I've known him for quite a while because he and my son played basketball together in college, so I've been acquainted with him. He does a good job of coaching, and yes, they were really good. But on the other hand, that was our poorest game of the year.
Yeah,
and the boys know it. We knew it as coaches. We just didn't play very well.
And why is that? You and I talked about a couple of different things after the game, but what were the conversations like in practice?
Well, first of all, the coaches, we decided, we played as hard as we can play for 3 games in a row. And I think that the boys just went flat. That's all there is to it. But we turned the dial ahead, forgot about last Friday night, turned forward to tonight. This is a team that we will be able to match up with. It'll be more of a guard game tonight for them, and we hope to utilize our post players a little more than we have been. But we've got to have scoring from our perimeter, and it's been kind of light until Hendricks hit some shots in the Beloit game when we kind of got things figured out.
The season last year ended down here against a really solid Garden Plain team. This place was rocking that night, and you guys came out of here with your 10th loss of the season. Personnel has changed quite a bit, though, for them. They lost some really good basketball players. We expect the system to still be the same, but what do you remember from that night, and what can you utilize here tonight?
Well, I remember that they were going to the post in the first half and then kicking it out to the perimeter for three-point shots, and they hit a bunch of them. In the second half, they changed up completely. They went into the post and just bullied us in the post. That's a vivid memory in my, that I have.
Yeah.
And we're not going to allow that to happen tonight. We'll guard, I hope, better on perimeter. And, they have a 6'6" sophomore that's going to start. Happens to have the same last name as I do.
Yeah.
But he's a sophomore. And we're hoping that we can expose that lack of experience a little bit on the inside tonight.
I was going to ask you about that. I saw a couple of names on the girls and boys side. If there was any immediate relation that you knew of here in Garden Plain,
it's not close relation. It's relative, but it's distant relative.
Okay.
So I knew his grandpa better than anybody. So his grandpa was about 6'8", and I got this kid listed 6'6". So
there you go. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you want to see most from your guys here tonight?
Oh, I tell you what, we just got to get back in that mode when we're going to scrap, hustle, get after loose balls. Beloit beat us in that category very handily. And, if we turn the ball over way too many times at Beloit, we've got to control that a little bit. Our rebounding has been getting better and better and better, and I like that.
I like it, too. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight here on the road for a rematch from last year's sub-state game with the Garden Plain Owls. 18-10 is our score here at halftime. When we come back, we'll go over scoring for you from the first half. We'll also check the scoreboard in the area and see what's going on there as well. It's an 8-point Southeast of Saline ladies lead here at the break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back with more halftime on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report on KINA.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com. Follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Santa, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho. Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience, and they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your slate, too.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today. 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas, and stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event is on now. Save with preseason pricing on genuine C&H twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Choose from a variety of proven net wrap like Armor Net, Legacy, Bale Keeper, American Net, and Varsity Net. Maximum length and maximum strength for the performance you expect. See your parts professional for select rebates and ordering at Can-Equip in Solomon.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
A couple of scores in the area, or games tonight in the area, that we will keep an eye on. Sacred Heart is at Berean Academy Not too far from here, also Ellsworth at Minneapolis. Those two games are also live right now with video on SalinaPost.com. Salina Central, just a hop, skip, and jump down the road. They're playing at Goddard tonight. Also, El Salinas at Ellenwood. Salina South is at Newton. Bennington at Lakeside. Wamego at Chapman. Abilene at Clay Center. And also want to give you a programming note on Thursday here on Salina Post Sports Network. We'll have live stream video of the Salina South, Salina Central wrestling duel. That's coming up on Thursday with live stream video on SalinaPost.com. The only score update we have for you right now is Salina Central's girls are leading Goddard at halftime, 31-23. Scoring from the first half, not a lot of it to talk about. Right now, Reese Heinrich leading all scorers with 6 points. Scored all of those in the first quarter. 5 for Kaya Samuelson, who has 3 fouls. 3 for Taryn Getz, 3 for Veda Durfee, and 1 for Reagan Duran. For the Garden Plain Owls, 4 for Lila Zogelman, also 3 for Reese Stulsatz, and 3 for Carly Stulsatz. Free throw shooting, Southeast of Saline 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Garden Plain, a painful 3 of 13 from the free throw line. Turnovers nearly even, Southeast of Saline with 11, and Garden Plain with 10. That's our stats from the first half, brought to you by the Bank of Tesca. 18-10, Tyler, here. As we get ready to start third quarter action, let's revisit your new image audio keys to success here for the last 16 minutes.
Well, Devin, it's been the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, we've seen some good. The good has been the defense. That's why you've held a Garden Plain team to 10 points in the first half. The bad and the ugly is what you're doing defensively. Like you're offensively, you've got to work the basketball inside. You got to make sure you're doing things. Too many unforced turnovers, I think. I mean, obviously this Garden Plain defense is really, really good. They're long, they're lanky, they're well structured. But you got to make sure you create, you make this defense work.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the more aggressive a defensive team is, as Southeast of Saline starts out here with the basketball, the more you want to tighten up and shorten up your passes, right? You want to take the words cross-court pass out of your vocabulary and pretend like you've never seen one before if you're Southeast.
And that's what Garden Plain does. I mean, just a bunch of long, lanky. I mean, Garden Plain's defense is fantastic, and they make every penetration opportunity extremely difficult. When you're trying to go across the court, they're going to get a hand in the way.
Samuelson, a low dribble, rises up, tries to knock it down from 18. That one too strong, no good. Garden Plain comes away with the rebound in transition. They'll work from middle to left now. Now bring it back to the middle of the floor. Hawkup has it. Now back over to the right in front of the Garden Plain bench. There's a quick twitch move down low, trying to get the reverse layup on Heinrich. And it's going to be out of bounds on the baseline, and Southeast of Saline will have it. I'm not sure that reverse layup was necessary.
Yeah,
probably should have just took it strong on the strong side.
And if she was
right?
strong,
yeah.
if she was strong side, probably going to draw the foul on Heinrich. Talking to Francis Flax really quickly before you did, he mentioned, Abigail Pearson not being in the lineup and just what a stabilizer she is. And that's something, we've discussed. And not only offensively and defensively, you see a foul right there on Garden Plain running through a screen from Reese Heinrich. But Abba's this is the third game in 8 years. We haven't had a Pearson in the lineup and play a significant role for Southeast. And these Pearsons, they all play the same way. They know where everybody's supposed to be. They can kind of, orchestrate the entire team. And without Pearson right there, you're seeing other players do it, but you just kind of wonder what's it going to be like when she gets back and healthy.
Heinrich should start sharing timeshares on the floor right now for the last couple of games. She has really been abused, not only by screening, but also by getting knocked out by a couple of screens. Here's a gamble for a steal. Samuelson nearly saves it, tried to save it behind her back, going to her basket. Never want to save it to the other team's basket, and Kaya all over that one, but she stepped out of bounds, and will stay here with Garden Plain.
Well, Devin, I think this is a huge test for Kaya right now, playing with 3 fouls. How do you play effectively, understanding a 4th foul could be extremely detrimental to the Southeast team?
Top of the key 3, missed, taken in by Reagan Durant. Here comes Reagan. She's going to turn it into a 2-on-1 break. Pass to Heinrich. Heinrich in the middle of the paint. Her shot won't go. Rebound being batted around. Douglas ended up with it, and they're going to say she was stripped, and it goes out of bounds. Boy, I thought Sutton might have been able to draw the foul there, but it goes out of bounds. And it will stay here with Southeast of Saline. Maybe the best thing for him, little baseline offense. Get some of those Shauna Smith inbounds plays going. Here's Knopf. Boy, Charlotte had it. She turned back away from the basket and crawls out on her. No good. Would have loved to see Charlotte take that up off the pass. And now it's going to stay. Is it going to Garden Plain or stay?
We're going to alter possession. Yep. And Coach Castleman, I agree with Coach Castleman from Garden Plain right now. He's screaming for a foul, and I would agree. It looked like Douglas and Knopf, you could have called a foul on either one of them, but they didn't call it.
Here's the press break by Garden Plain. Might have got away with a walk in the middle of the floor. Coach Smith surely wanted one. And now the Owls missed the initial attack. They get their own rebound, though, and they'll pull it back out. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Still looking for our first points. That is atypical of this game. Garden Plain trying to launch the three over the right-hand side. Now basket up. That is no good. Fight for the rebound. Garden Plain's going to win it. Now a putback foul will be called on Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, it looks like the foul's on Knopf, and it's the second foul she's had on low. You'll take those fouls when she's contesting shots on low. Let's talk about the transition that Garden Plain had when we talked about the travel that potentially wasn't called right there at the middle of the court. It's Knopf that stops the entire break because she's in the lane. She just alters the shot as another free throw is missed from Garden Plain. But Knopf continues to understand her role. She's making it so difficult. It used to be you get shots in the lane, you break that press, you have wide open layups. Knopf's not letting you have any of it.
Missed both of the free throws. Knopf gets the rebound for Southeast of Saline. Now she has it knocked away. Now she is on the baseline with the basketball, and it'll go back to Garden Plain. Boy, Charlotte's got to put that away and secure it a little bit better. Garden Plain coming after every single ball, whether it's a loose ball or not at this point. So now the Owls will have it underneath their own basket. Quick shot from the left elbow. No good. Charlotte with another rebound. This time she'll get it on the outlet to Heinrich. Heinrich up the floor quickly to Duran. Duran inside the three-point line, right-hand side, dribbling around. Now she'll get it to Samuelson. Starts out back left now to Knopf. Heinrich with it, top of the circle. She'll go to Samuelson. Samuelson, one dribble to her right. She'll shoot the three. That's no good. Rebound backside here by Garden Plain. Lila Zogelman. 5:12 left to go here, third quarter. Here's a ball that nearly went in by a Garden Plain player that was falling down. Aubrey Haka put that one up on her way down to the floor. Now a loose ball that Garden Plain's going to pick up on Southeast offensive end, but they nearly threw that away.
You just got to slow down. It was an errant pass from Duran to Samuelson initially, and all of a sudden Samuelson has to save that basketball, bring it back. Things just didn't get back on track. Just slow the game down offensively right now for Southeast.
Faking a little give and go off the 1-4 high is Garden Plain. Now they drive off the right wing. Into the paint. Shot up. Good. JC Stolzatz with their first points for anybody here in the third quarter.
Stolzatz, that was silky right there. Just gets, like we say, he gets 2 feet in the lane, goes up nice and smooth for the bucket.
And that's her first basket of the game as well. Here's Douglas on a pass from Kaya Samuelson that went through the defense. Now Kaya will pull up from 18. That's no good. Douglas rips out the rebound. Now plays it back out to Samuelson. So Kaya on the drive, got it to go, and she's fouled. Douglas and Samuelson on the right-hand side working their tails off to keep that possession alive for Southeast of Saline. It's going to end up in an and-one opportunity for Kaya Samuelson.
That's what you like about Kaya, right? Kind of unconscious. It doesn't matter if she missed her first shot. She missed it pretty poorly. Douglas does a great job ripping that rebound down, kicks it back to Samuelson. Samuelson feels that contact, goes up strong, gets herself a three-point opportunity.
Reese Stolzatz with the foul. That is her second. Samuelson's free throw, no good. Southeast of Saline now 2 of 5 from the free throw line in this game as we're halfway through the third quarter already.
I love seeing Reese just try to fight through that screen, that little handoff right there. You'll see a lot of people play underneath it. Reese is just fighting through it the entire time. She understands the way this game's being officiated. They're going to let you get away with contact, and she creates this whole situation.
Kaya with a steal, coast to coast, layup missed. Heinrich's trying to streak in, but Kaya got her own rebound and saved it. I couldn't see if Heinrich saved it and then pitched it to Kaya or not, but nonetheless, the two sophomores end up getting 2 points. Now Garden Plain back down, and they're going to put a shot up that's no good. Loose ball. Sutton Douglas clears the way. Southeast.
This is like an old school retro, just nasty Shauna Smith coach game, isn't it? Like nothing's pretty. You're just fighting harder than everybody else.
Samuelson, corner three, no good. Rebound on the backside. Veda Durfee trying to get after it, and she'll save a possession for Southeast on the arrow.
And I say that with the utmost respect. You know, we've seen Southeast teams, we've seen them win dirty, we've seen them win gritty. You know, it's one of those things, a lot of times Southeast doesn't always have the most talented players out there. We just know they're going to fight. They're going to be a hard out. That's what Steve Reedy, assistant coach, always says, and you just see how nasty they're playing tonight.
A little pitch out. Douglas back to Heinrich. Reese has her third. 9 points for Reese Heinrich.
And Devin, 2 of those 3 threes have come on the exact same inbounds play. It's just a little toss right there to Douglas. She pops out on the baseline and buries the 3.
Garden Plain trying to answer. Too strong. Ball up high. Garden Plain tapping it out of bounds, and a rebounding foul will be called on the Owls. This will go against Anna Pitts, her second.
Well, it's Pitts called for the foul, but it's Heinrich and it's Getz down there blocking out. It's 2 of your shortest players, your smallest players right now on the court for Southeast, just putting bodies into people, backing them up, making sure you have to go over top and through them to get a ball.
Douglas and Heinrich working in the backcourt against Anna Pitts defensively. Heinrich now will play left-hand side. Taryn Getz. Gets looks innovated Durfee. It's also Samuelson out there, the 5 on the floor right now for Southeast of Saline. Heinrich steps to the left. That three-pointer going to be short. Garden Plain trying to save it, and a foot out of bounds. So it'll stay here with Southeast.
Yeah, that's one of those kind of heat check feels from Heinrich right there, trying on the wing. You know, you can get that shot anytime in the rotation of the offense, anytime in the flow. Just let it go.
Douglas to Durfee. Now back inside to Samuelson. Her fadeaway hit the front of the rim. Ball on the floor. Douglas came in diving after it, and she's going to get a foul. So Sutton will get her first foul. And that's amazing to say, just knowing how she's played in this game.
Well, exactly. And she's contesting every single rebound. She's doing so many different things. She's on the floor so many times. So to get called for her first foul is impressive.
We always get to a point in the second half where we're like, my brain's wondering now if Reese Heinrich and Sutton Douglas have come out of this game.
I don't think Sutton has. Yes.
Here's a break, nearly taken away by Samuelson, knocked out of bounds. Garden Plain will have it down on the baseline. 25-12. Southeast of Saline leading by a baker's dozen. 2:21 left to go here in the third.
Yeah, and this break again, this defense, this pressure is so effective because your guards are sprinting down with Knopf holding everybody else up.
There's an inbounds pass that was nearly thrown away. Heinrich in the area, unable to get there, though, on time. Back out in the corner now. Garden Plain will take it on a drive. Leaves it off the backboard. Short, no good. Samuelson with the rebound. Samuelson came out, saw a double team, changed direction, went back the other way. Now her and Heinrich will work it across the timeline. Kaya Samuelson has it now on the right-hand side. Directing traffic, one-on-one up top. Spin move to the right-hand elbow. Now out to Veda Durfee. Durfee going to the right. Back to Samuelson. Kaya dragging the defender back down the paint. She'll flip it out to Heinrich. Reese doing the same. Off inside. Layup good! Reese Heinrich on a big girl move. Gets it off the left-hand side.
Yeah, sorry, I don't even know what audible maneuver just came out of my mouth right there, but holy moly, what a play by Heinrich. Nice little jump step. It was just smooth through the lane.
Now a drive down the paint, and they're going to have an and-one situation. The basket good, a free throw coming up. This for Lila Zogelman, as she ran over Heinrich on her way to the basket.
Yeah, Zogelman did a good job. She saw an open lane right there. Heinrich definitely got her with the body. She falls down trying to draw a charge, but did not have defensive positioning. Again, a good call from the officials, and that's a great just play from Zogelman to understand she has an open lane, drive to the bucket, try to create some contact.
For Reese, that is her second. Free throw by Zogelman, no good. Rebound, though, down low. Carly Stuhlsatz has it. Back to Zogelman. Layup good. It's a 4-point trip by Lila Zogelman and the Garden Plain Owls. Back to within 11. Here's Taryn Getz driving to the basket and scoring. You're starting to see that more and more out of Taryn, as she is a threat now to put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Yeah, without a doubt. Didn't settle for a three. A lot of times we would have seen that. She just drives to the bucket, gets herself an easy two.
Here's Garden Plain trying to run it across a Southeast of Saline full court press. Out to Zogelman. They'll bounce it inside to Stuhlsatz. A big shot off the board, and they're going to call Heinrich for her third.
Well, I think it might be Durfee. I think they got Durfee with the body coming underneath. I thought Durfee did a good job staying on the ground, but I think maybe it's just the feet bouncing around too much. If she holds those feet there, stays there. But again, you see those feet bouncing around. It's an easy call for the officials.
Which is better for Veda? That's just her second. It would have been 3 on Reese. Free throw is up and no good.
Boy, this is something. I mean, this is something like Garden Plain's a team that you could definitely see, later on down the road. You're not going to have this free throw shooting that happen to them every night. Oh, mercy.
They miss them both. Veda Durfee with the rebound. She was trying to find her outlet person, and Heinrich, instead of going up the sideline, went to the basket, and Veda Durfee had to turn her shoulders. It looked like she'd already picked up her dribble and then had to put it back down momentarily, and they got her for a double dribble call. Here's Garden Plain. Looked like a travel underneath the basket, and now a foul will be called on Southeast. Contact down low. This will go against Veda Durfee. Now she has 3.
Well, and Devin, I know that Veda Durfee's picked up 2 really quick fouls, but this is something that's great when you have this depth. You come back with Knopf. Eliana Smith's sitting on the bench as well as the free throw goes in. But when you have a number of post players, you can kind of, divvy those fouls out. No one's going to get saddled. No one's going to hurt you that much. You can just kind of, plug and play people and have them be a defensive presence and also take those fouls.
Addison Glazer at the free throw line. Maybe that's what Garden Plain needed. She made both of her free throws. That's only happened one other time for Garden Plain in this game, and they've shot a bunch of them. So Knopf will be the inbounder. She will go to Heinrich. Heinrich will clear out and go one-on-one with J.C. Stulsatz. Heinrich to the left. Taryn Getz a brief look inside. Now she'll play it to Reagan Durant. Half a minute left to go here in the third period. Knopf to Heinrich. Reese turns around, sees the three, shoots it. That won't go down. Ball on the floor, scrum for it again. Ends up with Sutton Douglas, and she gets it. Taryn Getz, did she shovel that to Sutton Douglas?
She did. It looked like a little shovel.
The official was in my way.
And just a great finish from Douglas with a lot of contact.
What a play by Getz and Douglas to get two. Here's a miss now. Reagan Durant has it. 6 seconds on the clock. Off to Heinrich. Heinrich crosses over. She'll come across the timeline. One pass to Douglas. Shot at the buzzer. Won't go down. And Southeast of Saline will take a lead into the fourth quarter of 13 points. 31-18 our score. Back with fourth quarter action. After this, you're listening on KINA with live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you tonight by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Garden Plain High School on the road once again. Southeast of Saline. Lady Trojans leading 31-18, and defensive pressure from Reese Heinrich gets Garden Plain into a turnover. It's their 4th of the second half and 14th of the game. These two teams tied in turnover count.
Heinrich makes it so difficult just to get into your offense. I mean, that's what makes her so valuable. Everything she does offensively is just icing on the cake right now. She just makes it so difficult for your point guard to get themselves into an offensive position.
Heinrich checked out front. I'm not sure how that wasn't a block foul. She gave it up, gets it right back, right-hand wing. Winces as she looks inside. Whatever she wanted wasn't there. Now to Sutton Douglas. Douglas trying to go to the cup. She'll play it along the baseline. Reagan Durant. Durant. Ball fake. Hanks shoots. Fouled. Reagan Durant back to the free throw stripe. And up until that last shot by Sutton Douglas where Taryn Getz picked the ball up off the deck, and as Taryn was setting down, flipped it to Douglas, and she was able to score. Douglas and Durant before that had combined for 1 point. And Southeast still has a 13-point lead.
Which is just crazy, right? As Duran makes that first, we see free throw numbers. Anytime you're hitting free throws, it's good. But Duran that's her game right there. Again, you talk about the athleticism. She'll explode up. You just don't expect her to explode as high up as she does if she gets herself to the line again.
Both free throws good by Reagan Durant. 3 points now for Reagan. This lead extended back to 15. There's a trap right in front of the scorer's table. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's Garden Plain basketball.
And it's just positioning. It's understanding the defense. Sutton Douglas does a great job just coming over, not giving up that half-court line. She understands where she is defensively, what she needs to do, just stands her ground and creates an awkward situation. Yeah.
Now blocking foul on Heinrich. She was in a foot race that time with Hockup, who inbounded the ball and then took off running. Reese was right there with her, and then Hockup went into Reese. And that will be the third foul for Reese Heinrich. So Veda Durfee, Kaya Samuelson, Reese Heinrich all have 3 fouls right now for Southeast of Saline. Samuelson and Heinrich are on the floor. Garden Plain trying to work the pick and roll. Here comes the help D from some Southeast. Got there a little bit late, though, and it's going to be a score for Garden Plain for Carly Stolzatz. 5 points for her.
Yeah, Stolzatz just catches the ball going downhill. Just a great catch, great finish.
Heinrich with it. Now off to Samuelson. She'll attack the rim. Lots of contact there. Now the rebound squirted free. Samuelson ended up with it. She'll bring it out dribbling. Samuelson looking for help. Hands it off to Heinrich, who went behind her. And now We have a Garden Plain player down on the baseline. Not sure what happened there to Carly Stolzatz, but she wanted to take off running. The official woke her up and said, no, we're not going to let you do that.
And I love this from officials. I love it when you see a player down.
Well, he has firm control of her arm, and he's not letting her take off. She tried to walk earlier, and it did not work out for her, so he was stabilizing her until her coach got there. Cody Castleman, also the principal here at Garden Plain, so he's got his plate full.
Interesting.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on these days. I don't know how you balance both. He obviously does a great job. You see this Garden Plain team, they play extremely hard. It's a great school, great environment here. He's got a lot on his plate. Props to him.
33-20, our score. Garden Plain will play defense now as this ball will be taken out of bounds on the sideline between the southeast bench and the scores table. Reagan Duran will take it out of bounds. She'll play it inside. Kaya Samuelson. Samuelson floats to the far side, now fires back left to Heinrich. Heinrich wants to drive. A couple of Owls there on the block along with Charlotte Knopf. Now back inside. Knopf has it. She'll kick it out to Heinrich. Heinrich has it taken away. She stopped looking for Samuelson, I believe, and that ball tipped and taken away. Now a ball taken away by Sutton Douglas. Now she's able to get it back for SES.
All right, you're in a situation right now. You got to play with patience offensive your Southeast. I mean, you look to attack when it's there, but you don't have to force anything right now if you're Southeast.
33-20 is our score. Southeast of Saline has been ahead this entire game. They started with an 8-0 lead, and it's just kind of stabilized that way. They played back and forth a couple of times. Garden Plain has been as close as 7. And now a traveling violation on Reagan Duran. Reagan was looking over her left shoulder after she got that offensive rebound, trying to look for an open kick out, and there was nothing there. And the official said she traveled with it.
I mean, you see Coach Smith just telling her, just jump stop, and then you can do that. But all of a sudden she comes, with that kind of that gallop step, if you will, and all of a sudden you can't take another step either way, and Duran just got caught.
So that'll give it back to the Owls. Full court pressure here by Southeast of Saline. High pass, lob pass down the right-hand side of the floor. Pull-up jumper, no good. Loose ball again into the hands of Sutton Douglas. Sutton looking for Heinrich. Now it's going to be taken away by Garden Plain. To the backside, Sutton takes it away again. Up the floor to Samuelson. Kaya, left-handed layup is good. 11 points for Kaya Samuelson. And a timeout called for Southeast of Saline. 35-20, our score. Will step away, take a quick 30-second timeout. Back with more Trojan basketball after this.
Oh no! That's the sound of your company's insurance rates going up. You didn't buy Triple Melt De-Icer from Sage Products, did you? Don't just grab any old ice melt from the store. Get Triple Melt De-Icer from Sage Products. It won't harm your concrete or vegetation. And the best part, Sage delivers for free in Salina. We also supply a wide variety of janitorial and maintenance supplies to keep your business or home looking its best. Give Sage a call at 309-1919 or visit us at sageselects.com. Sage Products, the right call every time.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here. Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you in part tonight by Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting. They are your key for secure banking. 35-20, our score. Southeast of Saline leading by 15. Garden Plain with the basketball in the backcourt. Full court pressure here by SES. A little bit of foul trouble early on in the second half, but they have managed to keep that at bay. Here's a three-pointer in transition for the Owls. That's no good. Loose ball on the rebound. Traveling violation for Garden Plain. Nope, they're going to call a foul. Okay. So a foul will be called here on Sutton Douglas. That is her second.
Yeah, I was interested to see which official is going to make the call. I think that is the right call. The travel was created by the foul on Douglas. But again, you're fighting for the basketball. You'll take that right now.
Chicken or the egg, right?
Yes. Science.
Outside, now back inside. Garden Plain, hanging shot in the lane. Boy, they just cannot buy a bucket tonight. Tried to save it from going out of bounds, and it will go back to Southeast of Saline as we're inside 5 minutes.
Well, Devin, they can't buy a bucket. They're getting a lot of what you'd say, again, good looks, but they're all contested. I mean, there's multiple defenders everywhere for Southeast, and you got to like that if you're Shauna Smith, holding a team to 20 points right now in the fourth quarter. Obviously, there's a lot of other things you want to be doing better. You see the ball thrown, tipped, going to Garden Plain, but your defense is playing well.
Southeast throws it away down the left-hand sideline. Sutton Douglas was looking in the corner. I thought Garden Plain hit it out of bounds, but they're going to say it touched a Lady Trojan last. So Garden Plain gets it back. 4:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 35-20. Now Garden Plain loses the basketball out of bounds. Each team with 7 turnovers here in the second half, 4 in the fourth quarter. Samuelson with it. She'll come across the big owl. Here at center floor. Now right-hand side, Duran. Now to Douglas, who pops out in three-point land. Over left to Heinrich. Now to Duran. They spin it around. Samuelson with it. She'll drive. Shot put up, no good. Rebound up high. Taken in here by Carly Stolzatz.
Man, and that's a tough shot. Again, just bring it out, run through that, that same offense again. Just continue to fight hard. You don't have to go baseline and try to get that contested shot.
Carly was the one that was injured a little bit ago. She's back in there, so good to see she's okay. Now a deep post entry to Reese Stolzatz, and she goes up and scores. 35-22, a timeout here taken by Garden Plain. We will step aside with 3:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still a Southeast of Saline 13-point lead here on KINA.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Latter part of the fourth quarter, 3:55 left to go here in this one. It's been a good one. It's been fun to watch. Probably won't set any records for offense in this game, but boy, Tyler, this has been a great game to watch.
Yeah, it really has been. It's been competitive. It's good defense. It's not bad offense. It's really good defense, just creating bad offensive opportunities and situations, but you're seeing two defenses just go at each other.
Backdoor cut, Heinrich got it from Douglas. She was going down the paint. Again, kind of the same situation we had on the other end of the floor. There's bump foul, maybe a travel. What came first? They're going to say this one as well was the foul coming first, and it will be the third foul on Anna Pitts.
Yeah, and I hear Coach Castleman talk about it. He's asking for the exact same thing. Right there, Reese Heinrich, how about that? That's the leadership right there. She's hit that three a couple times. We saw that same inbounds play, but right there, she understands the situation, brings the basketball out, runs some clock.
Time is more valuable than points right now. I think if you're Southeast of Saline. Points have been at a premium. You have 35 on the board, 13-point lead, no shot clock here. Take advantage of that situation and do what you need to do. Durant spins off a defender that was gambling for a steal. Now out to the right-hand side, Veda Durfee. She's pinned up against the sideline, tried to dribble out. Now she'll be tied up, and the arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, that's just where the freshman Durfee's. She caught it initially with the bounce. I don't think she understood if she had the dribble left in her, so she kept the ball hold, and she just didn't rip it across, just kind of displayed it across. You see a ball handler, Taryn Getz, come in immediately for Durfee.
Veda comes out. I love what Veda has done in this game, though. I mean, she hasn't made any glaring mistakes. Her process, right, of getting better and better in experience and minutes, this game was really good for her.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, that's what you have to do without Abba. You have to figure out new players to play those roles. And, we talked about her stabilizing so many things. You're finding other players to do things.
Samuelson had a defender all over her. Looks like Garden Plain's trying to foul. And nothing being called at this point. Taryn Getz puts on a dribbling exhibition. Now she hands it off to Samuelson. And Garden Plain right now, they have their hands full defensively with these
there's
three
just hands on
guards.
Everybody.
Yeah.
There's just absolutely hands. At some point, you got to go foul. It's going to turn into a MAYB game.
Finally, Reagan Duran does a veteran move, and she rips the ball through from left to right, and she'll draw the foul.
And I think that's exactly what you need to do. You just got to rip the ball. You got to be strong with it at all times. Again, we talk about postseason feel, with this game defensively, how it's going. A game's going to be officiated like that. You just got to rip the ball and be strong. Don't let the officials dictate what you're doing.
Samuelson with it. Goes over, switches spots now with Duran. Kaya back out. Heinrich now with it. Heinrich being pushed around. Now she'll hand it off to Durant. They've taken the clock down here to 2:14 left to go. High post now, Douglas. Over left to Taryn Getz. Getz drives to the basket, now stops, and she got caught traveling.
Devin, I kind of giggle a little bit. I saw on the perimeter a little proactive officiating from the officials saying you got to keep your hands off. With 2 minutes to go in the game, all your proactive officiating's out the window.
Uh-huh.
You've already established what you're going to call, what you're not going to call. It's tough. It's tough sled for Southeast, but luckily you played yourself to a 13-point lead, so you can do things like that.
Southeast cut the clock in half on that possession. Took it from about 4 minutes down to about 2 minutes. There's Garden Plain, 12 calendar days in the lane on that one. And now the ball being brought out by Sutton Douglas, and a foul will be called here against the Owls.
Yeah, and again, Douglas just ripping another rebound down. I'm excited to see the stats and what everything Douglas has done watching the film on this, because she's done a lot of nasty things tonight. Nasty in a great way for the Trojans.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 1:47 left to play. Southeast of Saline leading 35-22. This game is brought to you in part by Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Visit Dr. Westbrook at his sports injury walk-in clinic every Monday and Thursday mornings for your activity and sports injuries. Also, the Southeast of Saline Education Foundation, Kelly Kitchener, Shelter Insurance in Salina, APAC Shears, and Copyco. 13-point lead, 1:47 left to go. If there's a dual possession, the arrow in favor of Garden Plain. Garden Plain is at the limit on fouls. They've committed 14 fouls. Southeast of Saline with still 2 fouls to give. Nobody in this game right now has 4 fouls except for Aubrey Hockup for Garden Plain. She has 4. There's a handful of players with 3.
And Devin, as you kind of look at this game, it has a very Hillsboro feel to it. As Hillsboro is the next game for Southeast on a quick turnaround on Thursday night. Like, they're a huge physical team that's also well coached and plays extremely well. So this is a great little matchup for Southeast headed back to Gypsum against Hillsboro on Thursday.
Say it for me again. What night?
Is that Thursday?
Thursday.
All right,
yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Boy,
just got to drive it home,
with
right?
Christmas break coming, I have no idea what day it is.
And there were some early schedules that came out. Remember, that game was scheduled for Friday. It got adjusted because of the school schedules to Thursday. So I want to make sure that's a point that everybody gets. The next game is on Thursday.
Make sure I'm correct as well.
Yes.
I'll be there Thursday and Friday.
Yes. I have to make sure you're correct, because if you go home and you're not, I don't want to hear about it.
You're exactly right.
Reagan Duran misses the free throw. That foul on Carly Stolzatz was her second. Free throw this time by Durant. Oh, but that crawls out on her, too. Anna Pitts comes away with the rebound for Garden Plain. She'll go all the way, coast to coast. Layup misses. Taryn Getz in the middle of 2 Owls, and she will draw the foul. Taryn Getz will go to the other end and shoot free throws. Good job there by Taryn. As she's more and more willing to battle inside, I think, every game we see.
Yeah, and you look at Getz's knees, just black and blue. I mean, they're absolutely bruised up. It just displays how many times she's diving on this floor. She's doing all the dirty things. She understands that scoring brings a big part of her game, but she's so effective defensively, getting loose balls, being in the right spot, just an absolute student of the game, and you're seeing her minutes increase, and her value. She's invaluable to the Southeast team right now.
First free throw splashes home for Taryn Getz. She's at a half a dozen. 2 quick fouls there for Anna Pitts, and she fouls out of the game. Fouled out with 0 points. She was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Getz second free throw. Got them both. So Taryn Getz 2 free throws there. Southeast of Saline 4 of 6 at the free throw line here in this fourth quarter. They have extended that lead once again back out to 15. It's been their biggest lead of the night. They have been at that point on 4 different occasions with 78 seconds left to go. 37-22. Garden Plain working on offense, looking for an opening. Here's a three-pointer, left wing. In and out, no good. Douglas battling for the rebound, goes off an Allen out of bounds. Southeast of Saline will have it. 64 seconds left to play, and the image that's going to be burnt in my mind, Tyler, of this game is Sutton Douglas on the left-hand side of that basket repeatedly.
Yes.
Getting hands on rebounds.
Hands on rebounds, just getting absolutely destroyed. The amount, there's been so much contact tonight, and if you want someone to absorb contact, it's the strength of Douglas, who's done so well.
This pass by Duran a little bit behind Taryn Getz. Garden Plain's going to intercept it and come up with it. They go to the rack, try to score, but lose the basketball out of bounds. Southeast of Saline defender knocked it out, and it will stay here with Garden Plain. 1:01 left to play. Swinging around. Back into the hands now of Reese Stolzatz. Basketball on the floor. And they're going to call an alternate arrow situation. It will keep it with Garden Plain. 51 seconds left.
Here's what I love. It's 37-22. You have a 15-point lead with less than a minute to go, and Taryn Getz is diving on the floor. Then all of a sudden, Samuelson and Heinrich, they're coming to get a piece of that as well. They don't know what the score is. They don't know you're not supposed to do that. You know, when you're up big with less than a minute left, they only play one way.
Taryn Getz checks out. Charlotte Knopf back in. Southeast trying to defend their basket here. Three-pointer Garden Plain. Left-hand side, that one goes through. Lila Zogelman, 11 points. She leads the way for Garden Plain. Zogelman coming into this game averaged 7.2 points a game. 30 seconds left to play. Samuelson with it. Up top, her and Heinrich. Playing dribble drive handoff. Now Sutton Douglas will get in the mix. A little bit of a screen there. Heinrich couldn't use it, but now she goes by everybody and gets to the basket and lost it out of bounds. She was looking for Reagan Duran on the opposite side. Clock down to 13.
Yeah, Heinrich just got too deep. It looks like she tries to go. She's telling herself she should have gone with a different pass right there, but good job from Heinrich all night, just being the ringleader of this team.
Is this the third consecutive game she has not set out?
It is. You know, she came out against Beloit after she took a nasty blow,
yeah.
But that's the only time she's come out.
That is the final buzzer. Southeast of Saline. Boy, they worked hard to earn all the glory on this one, and they will get their fourth win of the season. Again, I'm going to have to go back and look at the record books, but it's been a while since Shauna Smith's basketball team has lost 2 in a row, and that goes back not this season, not last season, maybe the season before that. I don't know, but we will check that out. I'll have that information for you on Thursday when Southeast of Saline turns around to play Hillsboro at home. It'll be nice to be back in the home gym to recap the 2025 portion of the season. 2-4 is the record for Garden Plain. Southeast of Saline at 4-1 after a 37-25 victory for Southeast of Saline. We'll be back here in postgame, go over final scoring for you. Also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. It's all coming up when we come back in the Commercial Tire Center's postgame report. Southeast of Saline wins it 37-25 right here on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
It's the most wonderful time of the year to finish your holiday shopping and save big. Enjoy 20% off all in-stock jewelry all season long. Excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders. And when you buy gifts at Vernon Jewelers for your loved ones, we'll take care of you with a free vacation. That's right. Make a qualifying purchase and take a vacation on us. See us in store or the Vernon Jewelers Facebook page for full details. Hurry in. Holiday savings ends December 24th. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where sparkle happens since 1884.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here on postgame after a Lady Trojan victory. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. 37-25 our score. Southeast of Saline started this game on an 8-0 run, and they never looked back. The closest Garden Plain got in this game was 7. Southeast of Saline went up by 15 on several different occasions and ended up winning by 12, 37-25. There were 3 different players in this game that had 11 points for High Point honor. 2 of them were Southeast of Saline players with the sophomore combination of Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson. They each have 11. For Garden Plain, it was Lila Zogelman. Let's go over final scoring for you. Again, Heinrich and Samuelson combined for 22, split right down the middle. They each have 11. Taryn Getz with a nice game. She had 7 points. 3 points for Reagan Duran, 3 points for Veda Durfee, and 2 points for Sutton Douglas. For Garden Plain, 11 points for Lila Zogelman, also 5 points for Carly Stulsatz, 5 points for Reese Stulsatz, 2 points for Madison Glazer, and 2 points for JC Stulsatz. 21 turnovers for Southeast of Saline. They did not win the turnover battle. Garden Plain had 17 turnovers. What Southeast did, those, they won the battle at the free throw line by 1 point. They made 6 free throws, but they only had 11 attempts. Garden Plain was 5 for 20. And as we said at the end of the first quarter, they came into this 70+% from the free throw line. So tonight's shooting was not indicative of what they've done so far here early in the season. It all ends up in a 37-25 victory for Southeast of Saline. Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game tonight, Tyler, I nominate Reese Heinrich for the way that, again, got him off to a great start, hit that first 3, had 6 first quarter points, and then after that just kind of ran the show as the floor general that she is quickly became and becoming better and better every night. We see her logging minutes, not resting, and staying out of foul trouble. It's got to be Reese tonight for me.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to that stabilizer. Who's going to stabilize the entire team with, you know, the presence of Abigail Pearson not being in the game? I thought Sutton Douglas had a great game down low. But Reese does so many things. It's so difficult for teams to get into their offense. You know, we kind of talk about how teams don't look good and they look bad offensively, but they look bad offensively because you can't get into your flow and into your offense when you have somebody like Reese just hawking the ball the way that she's done so far this year.
37-25 our score. That'll do it for the girls' game. Here on the Commercial Tire Center's postgame report, Reese Heinrich, our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game. We'll spend some time with Shauna Smith if she has time during halftime of the boys' game to talk more about this contest and also preview what's coming up on Thursday as Southeast of Saline returns home for the last game of 2025 to play the Hillsboro Lady Trojans. 37-25, that'll do it. We're about 15 minutes away from starters and tip of the guys' contest. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll revisit a conversation we had earlier this evening with head coach Francis Flax, and we'll get you ready for Trojan basketball. It's game number 2 of our doubleheader, and it's coming up next here on KINA.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Southeast wins! Southeast of Saline wins! Trojan fans, it's not too late to get your 2024 state championship merch or to get custom gear to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the 2005 state championship team at Copyco. In addition to great SES gear that you can wear all year round, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity from football and basketball to choir and band. See them at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Santa, we've got a problem. Everyone's Christmas list says the same thing. Remote start.
Ho, ho, ho! Sounds like we'd better call New Image Audio.
Exactly. They've got over 30 years of experience. And they can be moved when you get a new vehicle. It's perfect for your slate, too.
Ho, ho, ho! Let's get it scheduled right away.
New Image Audio, 340 South Broadway. Give them a call today. 785-309-1617.
Merry Christmas, and stay warm with a remote start from New Image Audio.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Time now to talk to Francis Flax and get caught up on what's been going on over the weekend and yesterday with Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. And, Coach, a 20-point loss on the road against a very good Beloit team. I don't know how you felt about the Trojans, but a first-year head coach, and it just kind of seems like he has molded them already in what he wants to do as a system, and you can tell those kids have bought in already. I was pretty impressed with Beloit. What did you see about this game as you had a chance to look at it from Friday?
Well, first of all, he came from a good program. I've known him for quite a while because he and my son played basketball together in college. So I've been acquainted with him. He does a good job of coaching, and yes, they were really good. But on the other hand, that was our poorest game of the year.
Yeah,
and the boys know it. We knew it as coaches. We just didn't play very well.
And why is that? You and I talked about a couple of different things after the game, but what were the conversations like in practice?
Well, first of all, the coaches, we decided, we played as hard as we can play for 3 games in a row. And I think that the boys just went flat. That's all there is to it. But we turned the dial ahead, forgot about last Friday night, turned forward to tonight. This is a team that we will be able to match up with. It'll be more of a guard game tonight for them. And we hope to utilize our post players a little more than we have been. But we've got to have scoring from our perimeter, and it's been kind of light until Hendricks hit some shots in the Beloit game when we kind of got things figured out.
The season last year ended down here against a really solid Garden Plain team. This place was rocking that night, and you guys came out of here with your 10th loss of the season. Personnel has changed quite a bit, though, for them. They lost some really good basketball players. We expect the system to still be the same, but what do you remember from that night, and what can you utilize here tonight?
Well, I remember that they were going to the post in the first half and then kicking it out to the perimeter for 3-point shots, and they hit a bunch of them. In the second half, they changed up completely. They went into the post and just bullied us in the post. That's a vivid memory in my, that I have.
Yeah.
And we're not going to allow that to happen tonight. We'll guard, I hope, better on perimeter. And, they have a 6'6" sophomore that's going to start. Happens to have the same last name as I do.
Yeah.
But he's a sophomore, and we're hoping that we can expose that lack of experience a little bit on the inside tonight.
I was going to ask you about that. I saw a couple of names on the girls and boys side. If there was any immediate relation that you knew of here in Garden Plain,
it's not close relation. It's relative, but it's distant relative.
Okay.
So I knew his grandpa better than anybody. So. And his grandpa was about 6'8", and I got this kid listed 6'6". So
there you go. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you want to see most from your guys here tonight?
Oh, I tell you what, we just got to get back in that mode when we're going to scrap, hustle, get after loose balls. Beloit beat us in that category very handily, and if we turn the ball over way too many times at Beloit, we've got to control that a little bit. Our rebounding has been getting better and better and better, and I like that.
I like it, too. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight here on the road for a rematch from last year's sub-state game with the Garden Plain Owls.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
In keeping with the spirit of this joyous holiday season, the staff and physicians at Salina Surgical Hospital want to wish you the merriest of holiday seasons. As caring physicians and staff, your respect, dignity, and happiness is important to us. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our loved ones. Thank you for choosing us this year. Remember, you do have a choice. Make the right choice. Choose Salina Surgical Hospital. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Cole, do you remember last Christmas at the Miller's house?
I'll always remember that day as the Christmas clog. 4 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandparents, and somebody flushed a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, and they had matching pajamas.
And matching plungers.
Their septic tank hadn't been pumped out in over 6 years.
And they were making chili for 20.
That's when you transformed.
The freakishly fast frog! Too much water, too much pressure, and Christmas joy was about to explode.
That's why we're telling folks now.
Get your septic tank inspected before Santa slides down your chimney.
And before Aunt Jan fires up her 7-layer bean dip.
At LilyPad Septic, we guarantee to inspect your system within 24 hours.
Or you get a free pump out worth $399.
If you need a flush and a rush, call LilyPad Septic.
LilyPad Septic!
Don't let your septic tank clog up your Christmas.
Call LilyPad Septic.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan basketball is on the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
After a loss on the road against Beloit to open league play on Friday, Southeast of Saline now steps back out of league and back onto the road tonight to take on the Owls of Garden Plain. Hi, and welcome back into Garden Plain High School. My name is Devin Haney. I'll have Kevin Lilly in the booth with me as we will bring you game number 2 of our doubleheader at Southeast of Saline and Garden Plain. And while we talked about this being a new venue and a new matchup for the Southeast of Saline girls, it is not that for the Southeast of Saline boys, as Garden Plain was the site last year where Southeast of Saline's basketball season was ended. It was a 58-41 victory for the Owls as they were able to defend their home floor against the Trojans of Southeast. Garden Plain would then go on in the next round of Sub-State and be eliminated by a fellow league opponent in Cheney, as Cheney would beat them by 2 points, 46-44. Couple of memories from that game, Kevin. Remember, inside Caden Castleman was a load for Garden Plain. Southeast couldn't do much with him. Luckily, he has moved on, and he will not be in the game here tonight. And Francis Flax told us in pregame he really feels these are two teams that can match up with each other, and this should be a good game for his Trojans.
Yeah, I just feel like size-wise, he's not wrong. I mean, we should be able to match up guards, bigs. It ought to be a really good game, especially like you said last year. There wasn't a whole lot of things we did right last year in the season, and coming into this season with the struggles that we've had, it'll be interesting to see how they attack this Garden Plains team. Also, remember in that game, Southeast got up to a really good start. They led by 10 points at one point in that game, but man, they just could not do much with that Garden Plain team. As Garden Plain got hot, they hit some threes, they came down the floor a couple times, just pounded it inside, and ended up with a 58-41 victory. We'll see what the version of this year's game brings to this with the Owls and the Trojans. Let's go over starting lineups first for the Garden Plain Owls under the direction of head coach Mark Powell. He will start Braylon Dold, 2 points, 3 rebounds a game. He's a 5'11 sophomore. Also, Cooper Eck, he's the leading scorer on this team. Cooper Eck scores 16 points a game. He's a 6-foot sophomore. He's also the leading three-point shooter on a team that loves to launch the three ball. Jaron McFadden scores 2 points a game. He's a 5'10 sophomore guard. Eli Eck, the second leading scorer on this team. He scores 13 points a game. The 5'11 senior also is the assist leader on this team. He gets 4 assists per contest. Then Jared Flax, the 6'6 sophomore inside, gets 10 rebounds a game. He's the team's leading rebounder, and he also scores 6 points a contest. So 4 sophomores and a senior in the starting lineup for this Garden Plain squad here tonight that comes in 2-2 on the season. For Southeast of Saline, they come in 0-4. They will start Kane Sawyers along with Hendricks Ludd. Hendricks coming off a 17-point performance at Beloit on Friday night. Isaiah Kerr also in the starting lineup again, along with Tiernan Potachik and Adam Teal. Teal scored 26 points last week, 1 week ago, against the Abilene Cowboys in Southeast of Saline's loss. If you missed it just a little bit ago, Southeast of Saline's ladies get a victory. Shauna Smith and her squad move to 4-1 on the season, 37-25 with a victory over Garden Plain here in this same gym. When we look at these two teams, a lot of youth on the floor for Garden Plain, a lot of inexperience on the floor for Southeast of Saline. What are your new image audio keys to success tonight for Southeast? I think for Southeast, the biggest thing is it's kind of like I told Lyric this morning before he left the house. No more excuses, right? We're past basketball season. It's time to go out and just get it done. We've got to be able to take care of the ball. We had way too many turnovers last week in Beloit and kind of really got sloppy. People kind of scored in kind of make-up time. It didn't feel right, but at the end of the day, we just got to be more consistent with our scoring. And defensively, we've got to be able to push people off the blocks. We can't allow people to get downhill and get easy layups.
Sacred Heart just down the road in Elbing playing Barina Academy. The Barina Academy ladies came into tonight ranked number 9 by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. Sacred Heart beats them by 19 points. The Lady Knights 48-29 in that game. We'll continue to check some scores as we go along here tonight in the game here between Garden Plain and Southeast of Saline. Flax in the center circle. He looks across at Adam Teal, and the ball is up. It'll be Teal winning the tip. Back to Tiernan Potocik. Southeast of Saline will start out with the basketball. Potocik will play it off to Isaiah Kerr. Kerr looking at a high post right now with Kane Sawyers. Sawyers setting the pick. Potocik trying to get Kerr of the ball, and it's going to be tipped and taken away. First turnover of the game on the opening possession belongs to Southeast of Saline. Here comes Garden Plain back down the floor. Corner 3 is on the way. That's no good. And it's back the other way now with Southeast of Saline. Cooper Eck trying to get that three-pointer to go down, and it wouldn't.
And that's going to be a big key for Southeast today in tonight's game, is that they're going to have to rebound. If Garden Plains are going to shoot a ton of threes, we got to be able to track down those loose rebounds.
Here's Potocik getting to the rim on the left-hand side. Doesn't shoot. They end up playing it back out to Sawyers. Now to Hendricks Lund. Right wing now, Potocik. Tiernan, bounce pass inside. Teal couldn't handle it. Might have been knocked away. And another turnover here for Southeast of Saline. Here come the Owls up the floor, wearing their all-white jerseys trimmed in black and gold. It's a beautiful facility here at Garden Plain High School. You look across the street, their football and track facilities are very, very nice. It's kind of a great atmosphere to play in. Here's a shot put up inside, and it's going to be the first basket of the game. Jared Flax scores over the front of the rim.
And that's what I'm talking about, getting our work done early inside. You just let him get so deep in there. All he's got to do is turn and shoot. Push him out and make him earn that a little bit more.
Kerr with it on the right. He'll take a couple of dribbles back to the middle of the floor. Now pass it through Potocik to Lund. Now Sawyers on the left wing. Potocik, little hop. Now he gets to the rim. Tried to save it off the left-hand backside of back of the board, and it would not go. Now a loose ball. It's going to be picked up. Hendricks Lund, his three-pointer is up no good, and we'll go back the other way with Garden Plain.
I'd like to see Hendricks with nobody out there. Just go ahead and drive that ball and get right to the cup.
Cooper Eck has it. He'll deal it off to the right to Eli Eck. Now skip pass back over the top to Cooper Eck. He gets a high screen. Cooper now on the switch from Southeast defensively. Left a open Owl. Jumper, though, will be missed by McFadden, and now a rebounding foul will be called inside on Garden Plain. Looks like it is against the big guy, 6'6" sophomore Jared Flax. He'll get the first foul of the game.
And defensively, their Southeast just didn't speak. They didn't communicate on the switch. So we had two guys on the ball, and we left a wide open shooter and got lucky there.
So Southeast with it back. Haven't really got what I would consider a quality shot yet.
No, and I think inside, Devin, they've got to they've got to challenge Flex. I mean, Teal's got to put his body into it.
Mm-hmm. We saw Adam inside against some of the Boyd guys have a productive game. And now a drive and a blocking foul will be called on Garden Plain. They'll have 2 fouls, as this one will go against Eli Eck. So Eck and Flax with a foul apiece. This is going to be a shooting foul for Isaiah Kerr. Like the aggressiveness by Isaiah.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of it, but that's something that, we have been missing.
First free throw is up and good for Isaiah Kerr. Here's another score update from the NCAA. The Ellsworth girls and Minneapolis girls went into overtime. Ellsworth ends up winning 52-46 in that game in Minneapolis. That matchup tonight, by the way, also live stream video on SalinaPost.com, along with the Sacred Heart matchup with Breen Academy. Isaiah Kerr, both his free throws in the cup. We are tied at 2. Long 3. Launched, that's no good for Cooper Eck. And we talked about this during the girls' game as that game was being played and a lot of outside shots being launched. It kind of changes the way you defend a little bit. You still have to block out and protect the rim, but a lot of those rebounds are going to be long, and it gives you an opportunity to chase them down and start a break the other way.
Yeah, and that's, Southeast has done a pretty good job early on here.
Here's a ball that's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. The official on the baseline didn't see the deflection. He said it was Garden Plain, and he gets some help from the outside. Good teamwork there by this 3-man crew. So Southeast will keep it. 3 minutes into this game, we are tied up at 2 points apiece. Tiernan Potocik set to inbound. Having some trouble. Now he's going to try to get it to Isaiah Kerr, streaking to the paint. It's going to be broken up and taken away. 3 turnovers now for SES. Cooper Eck has it on the right-hand side. He looks at the offense. Now he's just going to shoot it. Isaiah Kerr will take it away. They love to shoot the 3. Here's Lund. Looking inside at Sawyers. Now he'll work it around. Potacek will take his first outside shot. It dies off the front of the rim. Hendricks Lund has it now at the high post area, right elbow. Out to Kerr. Kerr to Potacek. One-hand bouncer now to Adam Teal. Teal in the corner to Lund. Now back out, Potacek. Tiernan wants to drive. Leaves it out in the corner for Kerr. His 16-foot jumper won't go. Rebound off the hand of Kane Sawyers. Now running the other way. Here comes the Owls. All the way to the cup, and it's going to be blocked by Adam Teal. Teal back there on an island trying to shield a 2-on-1 break. Blocks the shot, and it goes out of bounds. Garden Plain will now inbound underneath their own basket. Good defense by Garden Plain on their end, and a better stand on the defensive end by Adam Teal.
Yeah, and great job by Adam not fouling, just going straight up behind it and knocking the ball.
Beautiful inbounds play. Garden Plain, though, can't get the shot to roll down. Missing it inside was Eli Eck off that inbounds magic. Halfway through the first quarter. 2-2 is our score. Kerr has it in his hands. Now to Potacek. In front of that Garden Plain bench. He'll drive into traffic. Play it out. Hendricks Lund. Set him up for an open three, and he got it. Hendricks Lund gets the three, and a timeout called here by Mark Powell, the head coach of the Owls. It's a 30-second timeout. We will take a quick break and step away. It's Trojan basketball here on KINA.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but at Farmers Agency, we know a thing or two about helping to make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. And with over 25 years of experience in insurance, we can help you through the process step by step. Call Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to learn more today.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Doubleheader of Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you on KINA here tonight, and also live stream video on SalinaPost.com, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Here's another final, this one from the NCKL. Clay Center tonight beat the Abilene Cowgirls. That's just Abilene's second loss of the season. They have now lost to Clay Center and Southeast of Saline. This is a close game in the NCKL as Clay Center won 34-30. Here at Southeast of Saline 5, Garden Plain 2. Lyric Lilly and Tristan Swank jump up off these scores, or off the bench. They are at the scorer's table waiting to check in at the next whistle. Garden Plain with the basketball. Here's a drive and a dish off inside to Flax. That's a nice setup by Eli Eck. Jared Flax on the recipient of that easy basket for two.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before they, called a timeout and ran a play for him to get him involved. He's one of their better players, and they want to get him involved early.
5-4 Southeast of Saline. 5 minutes into this game. 3:06 left to go. First quarter. Kerr with it up top. Here's Potacek driving in through a crease. Ends up on that left-hand side. Has a shot blocked and taken away. Here come the Owls. Up the floor quickly. Cooper Eck, left-hand side. One bounce, wanted to shoot it. Kerr there, though, to close up on him. Now inside, another block, but a foul will be called on either Sawyers or Teal, and they're going to say it's Sawyers down low. Teal was up high, had the ball, but they're going to say it's Kane Sawyers down low with the hand check foul, and it's a shooting foul that will send GP to the free throw line.
And, with the way that Garden Plains is defending us right now, they're kind of just mucking everything up right in the center and forcing us to shoot those outside shots. We've got to kind of do some isolation and put either Teal or Swank now down there and really try to have them go to work to try to loosen up that defense a little bit.
Jax Dreiling, a freshman, 6'3", missed the first free throw. He'll get a second opportunity at the line, and he got that one to go in. First player to score for Garden Plain other than the 4 points from Jared Flax. We are tied at 5. Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Lilly has it, his first touch of the game. Now to Potacek. Potacek change of direction, now comes back left to Kerr. Kerr, high post. Into Adam Teal, back out to Kerr. Isaiah wants to drive, collects the double team. Swank inside, was fouled. It looks like this will be a two-shot foul as Tristan Swank. That was a good find there by Isaiah Kerr from the baseline, throwing it back inside to the big fella.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was just talking about. Ball movement was really good. We were cutting off of those. We were cutting hard. We were making the Owls move side to side and caught Tristan on a cut there.
Swank's free throw off the front of the row. Good. That foul for Garden Plain on Braylon Dold. That is his first. 5-5 our score. 2:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Swank's second free throw. More arch on that one, and it goes home. Southeast of Saline here in the early going, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 6-5, leading by 1 are the Trojans here on the road. Seems like they have been living on the road here in 2025. Here's a three-pointer off the screen. That's no good from Braylon Dold, and another rebound by Adam Teal inside. All in all, by the time we're done with the 2025 portion of the schedule, it'll be 6 games, 4 on the road and 2 at home. Thursday against Hillsboro to close out 2025 is at Southeast of Saline. Lilly drives right-hand side, shut off there by a defender. Now he's looking for help, and there's Kerr. Inside 2 minutes left to play. Potacek bumped, lost the basketball, and the ball goes out of bounds, but they're going to call the body check foul against Garden Plain. Braylon Dold there with it on Potacek. A little bit of contact, but a little bit of a sell, too, as Tiernan pretty good at that.
Yeah. But I really like the flow of our offense right now. We're moving, and the ball isn't stalling out and letting them recover. I mean, we're going side to side.
And I honestly think on that one, Kevin, that contact wouldn't have been called until the ball went out of bounds, and the official had to call it.
Yep.
Lilly with it up top. Wants to drive. It's open on the right-hand side, but, boy, they close quickly as there is Jax Dreiling, that 6'3 freshman. You can tell he's active inside. He's going to be a good player, and right now he pairs nicely with the sophomore Jared Flax.
And I'm okay with that drive there because that is the right play for Lyric there in that situation.
2 seniors, 2 juniors, sophomores. That's what this roster is for Garden Plain. Now there's a block and taken away inside. There are a bunch of freshmen, too. One of them, though, is just active on varsity, and that's Jax Dreiling. But they have a ton of sophomores here in the Owl's Nest. Three-pointer up, that's no good. Look at Kerr getting up and grabbing the rebound for Southeast of Saline. 6-5 still our score. 72 seconds left to play in the first. Sawyers and Lund will be at the scorer's table. Potacek driving down the sideline, the side of the lane, left-hand side. Slammed on the brakes, now comes back out. He'll launch the 3. That trickles off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, won by Teal, and he's going to score. Adam Teal wrestled it away from the freshman, went back up with the left hand and scored, and he was fouled. Chance at a three-point play coming up for the senior Adam Teal.
And you can tell Teal has really gained that confidence from that big scoring output that he had every game. He continues to do a lot of really good things for us, and the physicality that he's starting to develop inside is really going to benefit us.
26 points against Abilene. That was just 1 week ago. Can't get the free throw to go down here as Southeast of Saline back up by 3 points once again. It's been their biggest lead of the first quarter. 8-5 right now the score. 45 seconds left to go in the first. And now a moving screen. That time Cooper Eck was trying to use Elijah Durham. And Durham guilty of the foul, and it's a turnover for Garden Plain, their first. 40 seconds left to play. Again, no shot clock here at Garden Plain. So that is not a worry right now. Southeast of Saline wants to play for the last shot. Lilly, couple dribbles, now a backdoor cut, slashing is Potacek. Tiernan with an extra pass, got it to Swank, but Tristan in the trees had his shot blocked, and he's turned away. 22 seconds left to go. Down low now, Swank trying to block, but Elijah Durham was holding on the break, and he scores. That Southeast lead trimmed down to 1. 8-7, 10 seconds left in the first. Final seconds of the first quarter. Potacek has it now, clock down to 5. Tiernan directing traffic. Now he has to go. Deals it off to Lund. 1 second left. Jumper at the buzzer. Kisses the front of the rim, and it's no good. Southeast of Saline leads by 1 at the end of 1. 8-7 is our score. Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA and also live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Presented tonight by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Back here to Garden Plain High School. Southeast of Saline leads it here, beginning the second quarter of the guys' game, 8-7. So we check the scoreboard. I'll try not to repeat the score again tonight. Ellenwood tonight, they are the fourth-ranked team in Class 2A. They beat El Saline's girls 68-12. Out of the timeout, Cooper Eck for three. Gets his first one to go. As I said in introductions, he's the leading scorer on this Garden Plain team. He also shoots 35% from three-point land on the season. That is his 18th three-pointer.
And he started the game 0 of 4, and in that possession there, Lyric helps way too far down and leaves him way too far open.
30 seconds into this second quarter. 10-8 is our score, and now a moving screen will be called on Southeast of Saline. This against Kane Sawyer's first turnover of the quarter for Southeast, and it's Kane Sawyer's second personal foul, first team foul.
Those are the calls that are frustrating as a coach, because setting the screen, just set the screen, let your guard use you.
Yep. There's another three-pointer put up. That is no good. That came from Jaron McFadden, and it's rebounded by Southeast of Saline. Here come the Trojans, trailing by 2. Hendricks Lund has it. Long stare down at Adam Teal. Here, maybe one of the coaches in the background saying, get him the ball, and they finally threw it in there, and he's fouled on the entry, pushed off of the block by Jared Flax, and that's a big, big deal for Garden Plain here early, because Jared Flax has just picked up his second. And right away, Coach Powell will get him off the floor. He will substitute Elijah Durham, 6'1" senior, one of 2 seniors on the team. Lilly set to inbounds. That one's broken up, taken away. Here we go back the other way. It's going to be Durham at the cup. Might have had it partially deflected, but it still goes in. Adam Teal went up with him, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, and we just can't be careless with the ball. Those are inbounds passes.
A charging foul will be called against Southeast of Saline. It's Hendricks Lund with the foul on the player control. Back-to-back turnovers. Actually, 3 turnovers in a row for Southeast of Saline. They only had 3 in the whole first quarter. They have 3 already here in the second. 2 offensive fouls, and then they threw away an inbounds in between. 12-8. Biggest lead of the game for Garden Plain. Cooper Eck with it. Skip pass through the Southeast defense. They make the extra pass. 3-pointer on the way. They got it. Eli Eck, his first 3 of the night. It's a 7-point advantage, as Garden Plain has come out here firing in the second.
And the thing is we've got to stop helping. We match up well with them right now. We don't have to double down on anybody. Play them straight up.
Teal puts the 3 up, top of the circle. It's Mark Powell now telling his Owls to get down the floor. He wants to see them push the tempo here. They lead it by 7. And now a ball swatted out of bounds. It will stay here with Garden Plain. Southeast led at 8-5. Since then, it's a 10-0 run for the Owls.
And the thing is our offense just hasn't been as crisp as it was, when we had built that lead. I mean, we were moving off of the screens hard. We were down cutting hard. We're not doing that right now.
Here's a hedge out top. Sawyers stops it. They fire back to the left. Here's Eck for 3. Cooper Eck's 3 comes off no good. Hendricks Lund with the rebound. Southeast needs a bucket here in the worst way. Potacek in the transition 3. That won't go down. Rebound Sawyers. He's going to turn around fire. That won't go. Potacek has it now. Down on the block. Goes back of the rim. He's knocked to the floor, and he will go to the free throw line. Tiernan Potacek has not scored yet in this game. He has a couple of free throw attempts coming up after a foul here for Garden Plain. That foul will go against Jack Stryling. So now the 2 big guys inside for Garden Plain each have 2 fouls. Potacek's free throw rattles home.
And you got to try to expose them, right? If he's coming out of the game, you've got to continue to pound inside. That's where your first look should be, is inside.
Junior Caleb Oops, take that back. It's junior Carter Tassick coming into the game. Second free throw by Potocnik is up and good. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Tiernan Potocnik. That's his first points of the night. Southeast of Saline 5 of 7 from the free throw line. That'll stop a 10-0 run.
And it's good for Tiernan. Tiernan's kind of struggled at the free throw line here of late. It's good to see him get 2.
Inside, Teal with a block. He'll take it away. Here comes Southeast back the other way. Kerr will bring it across the timeline. Isaiah Kerr watching, waiting on somebody to spring free. There's Sawyers. Now back to the right again, Potocnik. Now they go to Kerr, left-hand side. Kerr to the cup. Left it long, no good. Fought for his own rebound. Potocnik will have it in the corner. He's in a bad spot right now. Now he's going to step through and play it off to Kerr. Now it's rolling along the baseline. When Potocnik was in the corner, Coach Flax was trying to call a timeout, and the officials didn't see him.
And he split the double team. He did everything he needed and tried to find Kerr underneath, and he just went off of Kerr and rolled out of bounds.
4:43 left to go here in the second quarter. 15-10. Garden Plain leads it by 5. They'll play it to the left-hand side. Now a drive to the free throw line. Stop in the keyhole. Now playing it back to the right. Here's Cooper Eck with it now. Free throw line extended on the left. He'll play it to Tassett. Now back down low along the baseline. Boy, the crisp movement by Garden Plain here against this Southeast of Saline man-to-man defense. Eli Eck has it. Skip pass back through to Cooper Eck. Little jab step, wants to go baseline. A crafty move off the backboard. Up and good. 5 points in the second here for Cooper Eck.
And, you know, he's such a three-point threat. You know, you got to respect him there. So if you jump, he gives you a pump fake, and then he drives in on you.
3:55 left to go. Entry pass to Adam Teal. It's deflected, taken away. 7 turnovers for Southeast of Saline. I only have Garden Plain with 1.
Yep.
Here's a pass trying to go in. Now that's going to be taken away by Kane Sawyers. Turnover number 2. Here's Hendricks Lund, a crafty move. Missed it off the backboard, but he left it for Adam Teal, who goes up and scores. Teal now with 4. 17-12. Back to within a 5-point deficit for Southeast of Saline.
Don't you feel like Southeast kind of needs one of them grind-out games where it's going to be muddied up and it's going to be 40 to 50 points?
Absolutely, yes. I think that's where they've been successful.
Mm-hmm. But I think their defense, you know, in 4 out of 5 games, their defense has been really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
We just had one downfall where we didn't.
There's a charging violation. Tiernan Potocnik crashing into a Garden Plain player. And for Tiernan, that will be his first. And it's the 3rd offensive foul for Southeast of Saline in this first half of action. 3 of their 8 turnovers have been offensive. And a 30-second timeout called by Francis Flax. We'll take it as well. 2:58 left to go here in the second quarter. It's a 30-short break. And then back with more Trojan basketball.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here on KINA, also SalinaPost.com with live stream video. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly. 2:55 left to go here in the second quarter. 5-point game. Garden Plain with the lead and the basketball. Little run and jump defense here by Southeast of Saline. Big skip pass back over in front of the Trojan bench to Cooper Eck. Now he lines it up with Eli Eck. Now back to Cooper Eck. Now over to the right-hand side, Jaron McFadden. Top of the key now, Braylon Dold. Cooper Eck for 3. Off the rim and then back up over the backstop. It'll go back to Southeast of Saline.
And I will hand it to Tiernan. Tiernan's had the assignment of guarding Eck, and I mean, he really has. I mean, he's running him off of ball screens, and I mean, he's chasing. And you can tell Eck is, you know, he's a little tired right now.
Southeast has it. Down short corner, big contact. Adam Teal went right into the chest of the senior that time. Elijah Durham, and Adam Teal able to score. That was a good-looking play by Adam.
Yeah, and I think the thing is if we take another outside jumper with having all the momentum and all the inside, I want to set somebody out.
Crafty shot there by Eli Eck. He went down the left-hand side of the lane, and instead of trying to rise up with his left hand and finish it off the glass, he just slyly put it in with his right hand off the cup on a little quick flip move. Back to a 5-point Garden Plain lead. Lyric Lilly trying to drive left-hand side, slams on the brakes, and he's got caught with a travel. 9 turnovers for Southeast of Saline.
But he doesn't need to stop there. He needs to keep going, right? Why are you stopping? You're going to do a fadeaway jump shot there? Keep going down the hole and get a layup.
Eli Eck with it. Now over. They swing it around. Lots of good ball movement here by this Garden Plain team. Nearly threw it away that time, but Durham was able to keep it in bounds. Now it ends up in the corner once again to Eli Eck. Durham will swing it. Cooper Eck wide open. Patacha got caught in a couple of screens, but he missed it. Rebound by Kerr. 68 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Swank in there. He'll set a screen for Lilly. Now they go to Teal, top of the circle. His three is good. Boy, Southeast needed that one as Adam Teal has scored the last 5. He has 7 here in the quarter, and Southeast is back to within 2.
Yeah, I mean, we always hang and we hang and we hang. We've just got to be able to put multiple offensive possessions together. I mean, we play really, really good defense, but then we go, 1 for 4, 1 for 5 on possessions.
Cooper Eck with it. Now in the corner, Eli Eck. They'll play it out now for a three-pointer by Braylon Dold that's no good. Ball loose and went over Francis Flaxes in the corner, just trying to get out of the way, and it's going to go to Southeast of Saline. So the Trojans will have the last possession with 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. They get a chance to close it out here. Again, we're not talking shot clock tonight because it doesn't matter. They don't have one here. So Southeast has a chance to tie it up, maybe even take the lead before they go into the locker room to regroup. Patacha with it. Hard bounce up to Kerr. Now they swing it around. Patacha again. Back into Teal. Teal in a brief double team. Rises up, shoots it, can't get it to go. Ball being saved after the miss. Kerr ends up with it at the cup. His wild shot won't go down. 2 seconds left on the clock, and now the officials will stop it with 1.1 on the clock. And it's a Southeast of Saline possession. It's got to be a quick touch and shoot here by Southeast of Saline. And see what Tiernan Patacha can draw up here. He'll be the inbounder. Lob pass at the front to Teal, and that just wasn't a great pass. They were trying to hit it from one side of the backboard to the other. That's a tough look, and just couldn't quite get it to Adam Teal. But Southeast of Saline closes the gap here as they go into the locker room at halftime. 19-17 is our score. When we come back here after the break, we'll go over numbers from the first half. We'll also catch you up on some scores and have a conversation about the girls' game from earlier on. We'll see if Shauna Smith can join us. It's all coming up when we come back on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Garden Plain leading Southeast by 2, 19-17 here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Are you ready to make a meaningful impact? Join our professional healthcare team at Salina Regional Health Center. We're seeking dedicated individuals who are eager to provide exceptional care to our community. Our growing organization offers competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and opportunities for growth. We are committed to supporting you in your career. If you're ready to join a team that values compassion, teamwork, and outstanding patient care, apply now at srhc.com or reach out to me, Tess Madro, in Human Resources. Great careers start here. Salina Regional Health Center, we take care of you so you can care for others.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Halftime of the boys contest, 19-17. Southeast of Saline was down by 7 points. The team fighting back, now just trailing by 2 as we hit the break here. Brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. And Shauna Smith joins us now. Boy, Coach Smith, this was a good game, I thought, for your girls tonight. Just not the way they played. We'll talk about that more, but just kind of the atmosphere, the team that you knew coming in would be tough. Their schedule has been tough so far, the way they defend. I don't know that you've seen a team like that in a while. This was almost a training period for a sub-state game, wasn't it? I mean, it was that good, but you guys came out with the win.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of kind of adjusting to some things that they do. And honestly, I thought our girls did a really good job of kind of running our scouting report as far as defensively, going through some things that we went through yesterday. Because we kind of thought this was going to be a little bit offensively for them. We thought they'd do a little bit more, but I thought we did a good job just stopping and doing what they want to do. We kind of stopped them.
How much does it change the way you play when you play against a team that is not apprehensive at all from shooting from the outside? A lot of those long shots are going to be long rebounds. It gives you a chance to run some break the other way, but first you got to get the basketball, right? That's your priority.
Yeah, we had a tough time with that tonight going again. And so that's where most of their points came from, is those second chance points.
Yeah.
That they got a rebound off of. Also, we did a great job there, but rebounds. That's been for the last how many years? Rebounds have come hard for us. Yeah. Securing that rebound, and then we finally would get one secured, and then we turn it back over to them. A couple times we did that.
I have an image that I will leave here today that's burnt in my brain, and it's from the second half. Sutton Douglas on the left-hand side of this basket over here, just getting rebound after rebound, loose ball after loose ball. I thought she was really good. She didn't score much tonight, but the things that she was able to do for you and be kind of that muscle inside but still step out and play a guard role at times, she was really good.
Yeah, and we kind of talked, without Abigail there, we needed her to step up and be the leader there and kind of put kids where they need to be at. She stepped into a different role even. We tried to last week, but we just didn't have enough time to work on it kind of when we ran our press, whatever, a little bit differently. And I thought Sutton did a really good job tonight of kind of doing what we needed her to do.
I don't want to take anything away from your other girls or play the what-if game, but I just felt tonight, just watching this game, just reminding myself, this is a game I think Abba Pearson would have been really good in.
Well, yeah, and we kind of said that just kind of controlling things a little bit and offensively kind of doing some things because there was a lot of wide open. The lane was wide open, but we kind of had some bonehead turnovers for us.
That being said, the girls that you did have on the floor did very, very good. Veda Durfee continues to get minutes. I thought this game was a great learning experience for her. We saw her protecting the basketball, not making, silly mistakes repeatedly over and over. Reagan Durant tonight just really did a lot of dirty stuff for you. I like the fact that Taryn Getz is more and more willing every single night to get more physical, be an inside presence, and get in the paint for you as well.
Yeah, like I said, I thought everybody, I talked to him after the game, everybody had a moment in the game where he had some big shots because right after halftime, we saw, like I said, Reagan drove up the baseline there, got us some looks there. Like I said, they just kind of one of those things that everybody kind of chipped in at different places here tonight.
There's been a 3-game span where the only time Reese Heinrich has come off the floor is when she got a hard screen at Beloit, and you had to make sure she was okay. Other than that, I don't know that you voluntarily have taken her out of the game, and she's been really good too. She got you off to a great start tonight, established an early lead for you that you guys never gave up.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I actually called a timeout because I saw her looked like she needed a timeout called, so that's kind of just get her some rest is what kind of doing because she's literally bringing up the ball, kind of doing everything, but she can do it. She's okay. She's kind of one of those people I don't think she wants to sit on the bench for us.
With the holidays coming up, I had that thought. The last 3 minutes of the second quarter was a training exercise in just kind of fatigue and conditioning, wasn't it? Everybody on the floor was gassed, but you guys continue to play through it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I said. That's kind of usually what happens there. And I thought we had, just by our press, kind of had them kind of fatigued, whatever, kind of out of your rhythm, and that's why I thought we did a good job with that. We stuck with our press. As I thought in the first quarter, we just had them totally out of sync there with our press. They didn't get run their offense until it was right the last minute of the first quarter. They actually settled down because something happened back here.
Despite 21 turnovers unofficially, you only let them get as close as 7 points. That was midway through the third quarter. Again, I come away from this thinking, this is going to help you later on down the stretch. Now, quick turnaround. Thursday, you're back at home. One of only 2 home games we have in the 25 portion of the schedule. And that Hillsboro team, we know what they're about, right? They're athletic. They're always going to be good at basketball. What do you expect from Hillsboro as they come in a couple of days?
Just got to play sound defense on them. You got to play smart and just kind of got to stick with it. I think the shot clock's going to play a role in this game. We have played in it with it. They have not. So it's out of our place. So we're playing with the shot clock, and I think there's one thing they like to run 45 seconds off of a clock per possession. And so, we don't usually run that shot clock that far. We're usually getting it up pretty quickly. So I think that's going to be one of the things there that we will, going to force them into some shots that maybe they don't normally like. But they're just a well-sound team. Very, just everyone that comes in, they just do their job. And the minute you do something wrong, they're going to hit them for a back cut, or they're going to take a shot or hit that three.
Playing 2 games without it, then playing 2 games with the shot clock, and then without it here tonight, there are definitely situations where you can use it to your advantage, isn't there?
Yeah, and tonight, we weren't really necessarily trying to pull the ball out there at the end there. They just, we just did it because we didn't, if we normally would, we would have, tried to score or whatever. But, when we play it Thursday night, you have to look to attack the rim, which I would be fine with.
Love it. We'll see you Thursday. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast Lady Trojans. Her girls tonight got a victory by a dozen, 37-25. Great defensive effort by the Lady Trojans. We'll take a minute timeout. When we come back, we'll recap scoring from the first half. We will also have third quarter action for you as we get ready to go. 19-17, Garden Plain leading Southeast of Saline on the guys' side. After this 60-second break, we'll be back here on KINA.
Are you looking to upgrade your home with high-quality flooring and appliances? Look no further than Salina Appliance and Flooring. We're your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. We offer a wide selection of flooring and appliance options. Visit our showroom today located at 740 North 9th or our website at salinaappliance.com.
The Appliance Center, your local, trustworthy, and family-owned appliance dealer, providing sales, service, and parts for Salina and the surrounding area since 1980. The Appliance Center, just north of Ace Hardware on Broadway in the red and white building. Stop in today and experience the Appliance Center difference.
This is Jeff with Vanderbilt in Salina. If you need to stay warm, we have Field Shear heated gear. We have base layers, zip-up sweatshirts, light jackets, coats, and socks. Ladies, we also have vests and jackets for you. These items all come with a lithium rechargeable battery. They also have an on-off switch with low, medium, and high. Keep warm with Field Shear at Vanderbilt in Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here just about ready for third quarter action. Let's recap your scoring from the first half. Adam Teal with a really good second quarter, 7 points in the quarter. He hit halftime with 9, 3 for Hendricks Lund, 2 for Isaiah Kerr, 2 for Tiernan Potacek, and 1 for Tristan Swang. Garden Plain being led right now by Cooper Eck and Eli Eck, both with 5. They scored all of those in the second. 4 points, all in the first by Jared Flax. Elijah Durham scored 4 points, 1 for Jax Dreiling. Southeast of Saline 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Garden Plain 1 of 2. Garden Plain only committed 2 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 9. Kevin, how much did this game change for Southeast of Saline when the 2 big guys for Garden Plain got 2 early fouls and went out of the game? And what can Southeast capitalize here as we look at the second half?
Yeah, I mean, it did change. We started going inside more, but we made an effort to look inside early on. We didn't make that effort. We were playing, free throw line and out. I still think now, I think you go in and you attack, right? You're going to pick up your third foul. You're going to pick up your fourth foul. Just continue to attack this defense.
Garden Plain will start out with the basketball as we are underway. They also have a 2-point lead, and they will travel. They got it on a curl that time to Jared Flax, and they made just their 3rd turnover unofficially here in this game.
And that's a good job from Kane, right? Getting in his way, making him think, and we get a turnover, we get a possession back.
Potacek with it. He'll drive to the free throw line, bounce it down low to Teal. Teal doesn't like what he has. He's going to play it back out. Out of Sawyers. Over to Lund, back into a Kerr. Elijah stuck with it down low. He'll play it back outside. Here's Potacek. He'll fire the 3. Too strong, no good. Teal had a chance to get a hand on it, but he was also tied up with a Garden Plain player, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I still, when Isaiah got it down low, I want to see him, turn and elevate and go get that bucket instead of look to kick it out there.
19-17. Almost the first minute of the third quarter has gone by already. Here's Cooper Eck for three in the corner. Boy, that thing took the original bounce, then went up and then rattled around, almost fell back through, but eventually fell out. Southeast of Saline will have it.
And these are the possessions I feel like Southeast has got to capitalize on.
Teal with it. Now to the right to Kerr. Back middle of the floor to Hendricks Lund. There's a curl and a no-look pass. Potacik that time with a left-handed, underhanded pass to Adam Teal for two.
And those are the things I've been talking about with Tiernan, that he's that facilitator and he can do stuff like that. You know, if they're going to cut him off, there's somebody right there. Drop it off and get your assist.
Tied up at 19. A little bit of a run here by Southeast of Saline. We saw Garden Plain go on a 10-0 run earlier in this game. Right now it's Southeast of Saline dating back to the first half. Here's a loose ball picked up. Southeast has it. All tied up 2 minutes into the third quarter. Potacik on the right-hand side. He wants to drive. Gets down the middle of the paint. Trying to get that left-handed layup. He is fouled. And Tiernan Potacik will go to the free throw line.
And you notice we're taking the action to them. We're not settling for those jumpers. I think we've only shot one 3-pointer, but we've taken all action to them.
11-4 right now is the count for Southeast of Saline since they trailed by 7. First free throw by Potacik is missed. Second one soft, no good. He missed them both. Score remains tied, 38 points, split right down the middle. 5:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Owls with the basketball. Eck had it on the right. Now it ends up being buried in the paint, but kicked quickly back out by Jared Flax. Free throw line extended. Eli Eck has it. Now over to the corner. No look pass, kicked back out. Eli Eck with three. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. Kerr has it. He fell down along with a Garden Plain player. And a traveling violation called there against Southeast. I saw one of those plays in the girls' game where Sutton Douglas went diving after a basketball and came up with it, and they called her for traveling. And I didn't think that we were punishing players for hustle plays anymore.
That's what that one was.
I would classify that as the same. I mean, really, if you want to get technical about it, it was a dual possession when they went to the floor.
That's right.
And if you're not going to call that, I don't know how you call anything once they hit the floor.
Yep.
I don't know.
I think those are some of the frustrations because what is the right call in that situation other than let it play out?
Cooper Eck has the left-hand side. Potacik there with him. Now a elbow jumper that is up and no good. Jared Flax. That one came off weird. It ends up on the other side of the floor, and there's Cooper Eck for three. Cooper Eck, his second three-pointer of the night, has 8 points. And Garden Plain back up by 3, 22-19.
And that's just the one guy you can't leave wide open.
Yeah.
You cannot help down that far if you're Tiernan.
Kerr in trouble, nearly lost the basketball, so he was trying to get it to Hendricks Lund. He was up against a 5 count. And now Potacik is driving, and he is going to be fouled. Foul on the floor, and it's the second team foul for Garden Plain here in this second half. It will go against Eli Eck, and that is his second. Well, you can just see the foundation with these young players from Garden Plain, right? Coach Mark Powell's doing a really good job with them, and I'm not going to be surprised if we hear from them next year, year after that. I mean, even later on this year.
And there's a bunch of guys coming off of his bench, and they're all young.
Oh, boy. What a great problem to have. Here is Hendricks Lund. A shot put up, a little back and forth between him and Potacik, and Lund comes up short on that shot. Almost halfway through the third quarter already. 4:18 left to go. It's Garden Plain 3-point lead. Cooper Eck gave it to him. He has the ball right now and tried to pass it back to Eli Eck, and they nearly lost it out of bounds, but they will save it into the hands of Braylon Dold. Dold dumps it off down low. Post move there, shut off by Adam Teal. Jack Strouling wanted to make something happen down there, but he couldn't. Now it ends up with Cooper Eck, and the shot goes up, no good. Cooper's launch, the net was hung up on the rim, and it comes off missing, no good. Not saying that has anything to do with it, just an observation.
Yeah, and we're lucky there because we helped way down again and wide open, and that's the one guy you just don't want to leave wide open.
Kerr off of a screen, plays it in the middle of the floor. Now it goes right to Potacik. Tiernan being pushed towards the baseline. Now he's in trouble, already lost his dribble. Now back out to Adam Teal. Teal wants to drive. Might have lost it off his shin, but he's going to pick it up. Play it out to Hendricks Lund for three. That's no good off the front of the rim. And the rebound off of they're going to say it went off southeast of Saline. Kane Sawyer's hustling in for it. And it will go here to Garden Plain, who has a 3-point lead, and now the basketball, 3:21 left to go. This has been a quick-moving game. There's not a lot of fouls that have been called in this game, and boy, it's just moving right along.
And even on that last possession there, it looked like Kane had hit it, and it went off of a Garden Plains player.
Mm-hmm. Timeout will be called here. Mark Powell wants to talk to his Owls about what's going on in this game. 3:13 left to go here in the third quarter. It's a 3-point Garden Plain lead. We'll take a full timeout. Southeast of Saline basketball brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
22-19 our score. Garden Plain leading Southeast of Saline, approaching the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Devin Haney, Kevin Lilly back here at Garden Plain. Looking for a high post entry. That's deflected out of there. Now they go back inside. And another shot that is up and no good. That time missed by Jared Flax. Southeast has it now in transition. Coming on the left-hand side, Lyric Lilly will stop in front of the Southeast bench. Now over to Potocik. Tearing in with a little hesitation move. And Lilly throws it out of bounds looking for Swank. And Swank already tried to maybe cut into the lane. And it goes out of bounds. Southeast of Saline. Southeast has cleaned it up there here in the second half. They had 9 turnovers in the first half. That is their first one so far here in the second half.
And that's one of the reasons they're back in this game as well.
Yeah, 3 offensive fouls or turnovers in that first half. Here's Cooperek in the baseline three-pointer. That's no good, and a rebounding foul will be called down low. This will go against Southeast of Saline. Will it? Yep, Adam Teal will get it. I didn't see that.
I don't know how you call a push when he's behind him and he's facing the other way.
Yeah. Here's a pass inside. Now a block, and Adam's going to get another one. Adam went up and blocked that shot, took the ball away, and they're going to give it another one. Back-to-back fouls here for Adam Teal. This will result in free throws for Garden Plain for Jack Streiling. 1 point so far this evening. He has a chance to get more free throws here. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Shot those back in the first quarter. Too strong, no good. So far, we have had a combined 5 points scored in this third quarter.
I was trying to make sure I was right there. I kept.
You absolutely are. Second free throw is good. Make it 6. Same thing Jack Streiling did when he went to the line in the first quarter. Missed the first, made the second. Now a 4-point lead for Garden Plain. Southeast with the basketball. Potocik with it. Went away from a screen for Swank. Ends up getting pushed out of bounds along the baseline. Go against Braylon Dold, his third foul. Want to remind you, Southeast of Saline's next game will be at home on Thursday. Thursday, Kevin, Thursday. Some of you may have schedules that have Friday on them, as it was originally scheduled for Friday, and now a foul away from the basketball as Tiernan Potocik was trying to inbound it, and a foul will be called on Tristan Swank, his first. And a turnover for Southeast of Saline. So Thursday at Southeast, we'll wrap up the 2025 basketball schedule. Then Southeast jumps right back into the fire. Right after the new year on January 2nd, they will be back at home against Republic County. Republic County boys ranked in 2A. Here's a three-pointer by Garden Plain. No good. Lyric Lilly with the rebound for the Trojans. 23-19. Boy, Southeast needs a bucket on this trip. Lilly has it up top between the circles. Big old owl here at center court. I just love this facility.
Yeah.
Patacic came off a screen from Swank. Wanted a three. Got the defender in the air. Ended up taking the three, and it's off the mark. No good. Here comes Garden Plain back the other way. 80 seconds left to play here in the third. Eli Eck driving. Flips the ball out. Now it ends up to the right-hand side. Cooper Eck. Now back to Eli on the skip pass. Far side of the floor. They'll leave it off down low. Jack's Dreiling with it. Now back out Cooper Eck for a three. Got it. Third three of the evening for Cooper Eck. He is now in double digits with 11, the only scorer in double digits for either team. And it's back to a 7-point Garden Plain lead.
And I keep saying it, it's the one kid that you can't just let stand out there and shoot the ball. Anybody else, you'll live with it, but him, how good of a shooter he is.
Here's Lilly for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Here's a run out now, Garden Plain. They lost the basketball out of bounds. Kerr was there to kind of give him pressure and disrupt it, but that ball just came out of the chute weird for Eli Eck. Garden Plain saying that it's their ball. I don't think it was. It was right in front of us. We had a good look at it.
One of the refs had his back towards running down the court, had his back, so he didn't see it. And the other one, I think he had a bad angle as well.
Hendricks Lund back into the game. Kane Sawyers also returns. Patacic has it now. 22 seconds on the clock here in the third. Tiernan in the paint. Leaner won't go down. Shot off the rim. Rebounded by Garden Plain. Back the other way comes the Owls, and they will have it turned over along the baseline down low. That pass just a little too hot and long down low, and now Southeast of Saline will have 11.6 seconds left to try to get a shot on the other end. They trail by 7.
Yeah, we've just got away for what got us back into the game, and that was pounding the ball inside and looking for Teal and Swank and taking those drives when they were available.
Clock down to 5. Here's Patacic in the paint. He's being tied up, and let's see who they call this. They're going to call it a alternate arrow. So again, just like in the first half, Southeast of Saline will have it with minimal time on the clock. This time, 2.6 seconds on the clock. Patacic will inbounds. Into Swank, out to Lilly. Quick trigger three, comes up short, and that will be the end of the quarter. 26-19. Garden Plain leading Southeast of Saline. Fourth and final quarter action coming up when we come back. Southeast of Saline basketball tonight is presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
26-19 our score. Garden Plain outscored Southeast of Saline 7-2 in that third quarter after it was a 2-point game at halftime. Garden Plain starts out with the basketball, and a hand check foul will be called on Isaiah Kerr on the opening possession of the fourth. That will be the first one for Isaiah Kerr in this game. And it's a shooting foul that will send Eli Eck to the free throw line. 5 points for Eli. His first free throw of the night is up and good. As a team, Garden Plain 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Southeast of Saline is 5 out of 9. Second free throw, also good. 7 points for Eli Eck. Larry Lilly has the basketball. Inside to Kane Sawyers now. Out to Kerr. Taryn Potacek on the bench getting a quick break right now. I'm sure it'll be quick.
Yep.
Lilly with it on the right-hand side. Went away from the screen from Kane Sawyer. Now to Kerr. Kerr looked left. Now he wants to drive. Leaning into the defender. Ball off the backboard. No good. Cleaned up backside by Garden Plain. Jax Dreiling with the rebound. Long pass up the floor for the Owls. Skip pass back out. Now a three-pointer on the way. Cooper Eck. In and out, no good. Loose ball controlled by Garden Plain. 1 minute has gone by here in the fourth quarter. Jaron McFadden has it. He'll swing it down through Cooper. Now to Eli Eck. Eli in the left wing. Skips it back out. Boy, they do a nice job just kind of, I don't know there's a lot of structure in what they do sometimes, but they are always looking to kick it out to Cooper Eck.
Yeah.
They do a nice job finding him. Now down low, foul will be called on Southeast of Saline. Be Tristan Swank with the foul down low. His second personal foul, also the team's second foul here in the fourth. To the free throw line for Garden Plain will be Jax Dreiling. He's 2 of 4 from the strike. Got the first one to go. Swank and Lilly come out, so now it'll be Potacek, Sawyers, Kerr, Lund, Teal on the floor for Southeast. First free throw missed, or made it, second one missed, and the rebound out of bounds will go to Southeast.
You got to put your backside on somebody, right?
Yep.
You can't just let a guy streak down and go get a rebound and steal a possession. We need every possession we can get, being down 10 now.
There's Potacek behind his back. Full court man-to-man pressure that time by the Owls. Tiernan handles it. Now into the offensive set comes Southeast of Saline. I've been saying this for quite some time, but boy, they need a bucket. They only have 2 points here in the second half. They trail it by 10. I would classify their defense as pretty good.
Yeah.
Only giving up 29 points, but man, they cannot score. Here's Potacek driving and dropping one over the front of the rim. Tiernan's first field goal of the day. He had 4. 29-21. Coach Flash slapping his hands together, trying to get his guys to push here. And just as he does that, Tiernan Potacek gets a body check foul at half court. 3 team fouls now for Southeast of Saline. That's the second one on Tiernan. Garden Plain leads it by 8. Near steal by Potacek. Brief numbers there by Garden Plain, but Tiernan gets back on defense. Inside they go. Now back out. Eli Eck for 3. Missed it. Teal gets the rebound. That was a good rebound by Adam Teal. Looked like it was beyond his reach, but somehow he reeled it in.
And you know, the thing is our defense has only given up 29 points. It's been pretty dang good as well.
Yep. Here's Teal inside and a lane shot in the paint. Back-to-back buckets in the paint for Southeast of Saline. Adam Teal leading all scorers now with 13. 29-23, and Coach Powell wants a timeout. Southeast has trimmed this lead down to 6 as they now trail at 29-23. 5:17 left to go. Still a long ways to go in this one. And it's a 30-second timeout that we will keep right here. And remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball is brought to you by Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Also, the Kniper Agency of Farmers Insurance, Hire Scott Mortuary, along with Mary Maids, Vanderbilt's, Isaacson Truck Line, and Salina Fence Company. Kansas Bankers Technology also helping us bring Trojan basketball to you, along with technical consulting, and the Southeast of Saline Booster Club, bringing live coverage to showcase exceptional student activities and build that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. A little spur here by Southeast of Saline has got this game back down to 6. 29-23, 5:17 left to go here in the fourth.
Can we have another defensive possession where we can put a little bit more pressure on them and go down and get another offensive bucket?
Well, you look at the score sheet, though, for Southeast of Saline's defense. They've given up 2 made field goals here in the second half. the entire second half.
Yeah.
And they're 2 3-pointers from Cooper Eck, who has the basketball now. He'll go high post now. Into Flax, now back out. Again, we're in a gym without a shot clock.
I was just going to bring that up a little bit. How does this team? How do you think this team plays with that shot clock moving forward into the later on down the season? Because they do. They methodically try to put you to sleep and hit a cutter and then kick it out for a wide open shot.
You got the ball in deep to Jared Flax that time. He was fouled. It's a shooting foul. He will have 2 free throws. He nails the first. That foul against Kane Sawyers is his 3rd. Second free throw on the way. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Garden Plain, but Isaiah Kerr will save it. Southeast back down the floor. Potacek into the paint on the left-hand side of the lane. Now back out. Back into the hands of Potacek.
And see, somebody like Hendricks has got to work harder offensively to find his shot.
Here's a miss.
Too good.
Yep, here's a miss by Potacek. Teal got the rebound, but then the baseline official with kind of a late whistle said his foot was out of bounds on the baseline, so it'll go back the other way to Garden Plain. 30-23. Garden Plain leading by 7. 4:14 left to play. Potacek has Cooper Eck bottled up and got him into a carry situation where he turns over the basketball. First turnover of the 4th quarter for Garden Plain. It's the 5th of the half and 7th for the game. So halfway through this 4th quarter, 4:05 left to go. Southeast will get it back, trailing by 7. Teal with it, watching a couple of cutters. Now he unloads it to Sawyers. Now to Potacek. Tried to bounce it in here to Teal, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. But it will stay with Southeast of Saline. Jared Flax got his hand in at that time.
And I think if Teal can feel him going to that side, if he will just move to that side, it's going to be a foul.
Lund will inbounds it this time to Kane Sawyers. Comes back to Hendricks. Lund. Now to Potacek on the curl. Potacek has a hand buried in his back. Missed the shot, and Adam Teal is going to clean it up. Adam Teal with another putback as he continues to hit the boards hard. Now Garden Plain falls down. They're going to call a traveling violation. Maybe turned an ankle there. Kerr, and it looked like Eli Eck got tangled up there, and Eli Eck went to the ground and immediately kind of grabbed towards that right foot, but he also got called with a traveling violation. We hope he's okay.
Looked like a lot of contact there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they just got their feet tangled up there. And maybe Eli Eck stepped on the foot of Kerr or just got tangled up there, but he's down, and they will attend to him. Salina Central boys just down the road at Goddard. And when I say down the road, I mean it's just right there. It is right there. 65-51, Salina Central. So they get out of Goddard with a sweep tonight, both boys and girls. 30-25, Southeast gets it back. Kieran Potacek with the basketball. He'll bounce it to Kerr, left-hand side, now to Lund. Free throw line extended. Out to Sawyers. Potacek, little ball fake. Out to Teal for 3, and he drains it. Adam Teal has caught fire here in this 4th quarter. He has scored 7 points in the quarter, and he has made this a 2-point game. 30-28 and a full timeout. We'll step aside. 3:24 left to go here in this one. Southeast of Saline crawls right back into it. It's a 2-point game on KINA.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back out of the full timeout, Southeast of Salina has trimmed its Garden Plain lead down to 2, 30-28. Southeast came out, showed a little bit of full court pressure, but then they retreated. Now in their half court set playing man-to-man. Here's a run and jump, though. Sawyer's in care, and a steal by Potacek. Here comes Tiernan, 2-on-2 break. Tiernan's going to save it and bring it back out top of the circle. He likes the way their offense has been running the last couple of times. Through Adam Teal down low. Lund inside to Teal. Adam to the cup. Shot up. Missed the front of the rim. Got his own rebound. He'll go back up again and score. Adam Teal is relentless right now on the boards. 9 points in the quarter, and we are tied.
And I think now this is where you put the pressure on Garden Plains. Now go finish the job.
There's a three by Garden Plain. That's no good. Sawyer's with the rebound inside. A 10-point Garden Plain lead has vanished. Southeast with it and a chance to go out in front. 2:22 left to go. Kerr with it. Goes to Potacek. Up top. Garden Plain has not committed a foul here in this fourth quarter. Teal with a shot up. That's no good. Ball being batted out of bounds, and both teams arguing over it. The official is going to award it to the Owls.
I think that was a trade-off, foul call versus not a foul call. To me, that's what I see. You can see the life just pumped right into our defense. You know, I mean, offensively we're playing well. Teal's playing well. We're finding him. And now defense, make your mark here.
Garden Plain running through offense here. And again, no shot clock. If the Owls really, really wanted to, they could burn off this last 2 minutes and play for the last shot. Southeast of Saline getting after it on defense. Here's Cooper Eck, corner three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound, though, and it's going to be taken by McFadden on the backside. Now a ball that bounces off the backboard, and it's back in the hands of Cooper Eck. Clock down to 75 seconds, and a timeout taken by Garden Plain. 1:15 left to go. Let's see if it's a full. I think it has to be. I think Coach Powell might be out of 30s, and it is a full timeout. We will step aside. 1:15 left to go. 30-30 our score here on KINA.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
What will the conclusion of this one bring? 1:15 left to go on the clock. 30-30 is our score. Again in a gym with no shot clock. Didn't know we'd talk as much about a shot clock not being in a gym as we would with one. Here's a backdoor cut. Stolen away. Tiernan Potacek takes it. Southeast of Saline now has the last say in a gym with no shot clock. And Francis Flax wants a timeout. Francis just casually looking at the ref as if to say, timeout, please, without saying a word. 30-30 now, and it's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. Chance for us to remind you to don't forget to check out Salina Post Facebook page and also Salina Post on X at @SPostSports. You can see the upcoming games, also video highlights from all around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. Also Kansas Bankers Technologies and Technical Consulting, proud supporters of area student athletes.
I think there it was a little quick on the timeout for me, right? Especially if they're not going to come out and guard. I'm just going to stand here and dribble, no shot clock like we talked about, right? I'm probably going to run at least about another 10 to 15 seconds off that clock and force them to come out. Once they force, then I want to call it. Here's the issue with us, though, right? We haven't been in this situation, right?
Yep.
So Flax doesn't trust it. So he's calling it right now. Let me have it right now.
I'll tell you the biggest situation in my mind, that is Southeast of Saline has the basketball in a gym with no shot clock. Garden Plain has not been called for a foul in the fourth quarter. They have 4 fouls they have to give before they even put us on the line. Or else, if you're Southeast, you can hold it till the last shot.
Yep.
You can burn the last 57 seconds off.
And you said it, Eck. I've got to go after Eck here, right? He rolled his ankle. They've taped it. You can tell it's not right. I think that's where you got to go.
Yeah, Eli Eck here, speaking of, back into the game. They taped over his shoe, and he is having mobility problems. Right now he's trying to guard Hendricks Lund. Adam Teal with the basketball. Looks like a wide-open motion offense right now for Southeast of Saline. Potacek with it. They left him open from 3, and you can tell right now the objective for Southeast is to play for the last shot.
Yep.
Mark Powell's asking his guys to come on out and play a little bit tighter. Again, they have not been called for a foul here in this fourth quarter, and it may backfire. They have 4 fouls to give. The 5th one will put Southeast at the line. Inside, Teal with it. Goes up off the board. Loose ball, and it's going to be taken in by Garden Plain after the miss for Adam Teal. He was bothered that time by the 6'6" Jared Flax.
Yep.
Garden Plain has the basketball. High post, wanting to go backdoor. They have the layup, and it's good. 4 seconds left. Southeast has a quick turn here. Down to 2, down to 1. Tiernan Potacek at the buzzer. Off the backboard and no good. And Garden Plain scores a layup with 4 seconds remaining to win 32-30. What a heartbreaker. Southeast of Saline, up until that point, had outscored the Owls 11-1 to overcome a 10-point deficit and get back into this game. But it's the Owls defending their home floor and winning 32-30. Garden Plain will go to 3-2 on the season. Southeast of Saline will drop to 0-5. When we come back, after this 2-minute timeout, we'll go over stats with you. Also have a post-game conversation with Francis Flax and a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. It's all coming up when we come back here on Post-Game. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Garden Plain wins it 32-30 here on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
The recent storm could have done a real number on your roof, but how would you know? Is your home vulnerable to future damage? Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing today. An in-person roof inspection is necessary to evaluate damage. Rely on Bryson to perform a free roof assessment. Inspect, assess, and resolve. Protect your home and make sure your insurance policy provides the coverage you deserve. Roofs, windows, siding, and gutters on your home or business. Call Bryson Flax at Ryan Roofing, always supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
It's the most wonderful time of the year to finish your holiday shopping and save big. Enjoy 20% off all in-stock jewelry all season long. Excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders. And when you buy gifts at Vernon Jewelers for your loved ones, we'll take care of you with a free vacation. That's right. Make a qualifying purchase and take a vacation on us. See us in store or the Vernon Jewelers Facebook page for full details. Hurry in. Holiday savings ends December 24th. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where sparkle happens. since 1884.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. 32-30 is our score. Garden Plain gets a layup with about 4 seconds left and gets the victory 32-30. And we'll have just a little banter back and forth between me and you out there. Maybe the shot from Southeast came a little bit early. I know they like the one-on-one inside. Adam Teal's been carrying you through this. He ends up tonight with 20 points. But you also said the timeout before that, Southeast hasn't been in this opportunity in this situation before, and maybe just a little unsure what to do, how to handle that there. But in my eyes, you don't take a shot early enough to where a Garden Plain can get a shot. You either win the game or go into overtime. You do not give them the ball back, but somehow they end up getting the ball back and going down and scoring with 4 seconds left.
Yeah, you tip your cap to Garden Plains. They executed their final play. We did not. I didn't think it was a bad shot. I just thought it was an early shot. If that shot doesn't go in, then we go to overtime. We don't give Garden Plains another opportunity to go down, and they got the ball with about 14 seconds left to go, and that's just way too much time. But I think that's kind of one of those things where it's a growing thing in that situation. As frustrating as this is because we played so well in that fourth quarter to give ourselves a chance, and you and I have said this over and over and over, and you kind of get tired of saying it, but we're right there in some of these games, but yet it seems like we're so far away at times too. You can't have a third quarter where you only score 2 points. You just can't, right?
Yeah, and that was the third quarter for Southeast of Saline. They got down by as much as 10 early on in the fourth quarter, but then went on that 11-1 run, tied it up at 30, and had a chance down the stretch, but just could not execute down the stretch. It's the second time in a week Adam Teal has gone for 20 against Abilene. Last week he had 26. He had 20 here tonight to lead all scorers. 4 points for Tiernan Potachik, 3 for Hendricks Lund, 2 for Isaiah Kerr, and 1 for Tristan Swank. For Garden Plain, they had 1 player in double digits. That was Cooper Eck with 11, 7 for Eli Eck, 5 for Jared Flax, 4 for Elijah Durham, 3 for Jack Streiling, and 2 for Jaron McFadden. For Southeast of Saline, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Garden Plain was 6 out of 10. Garden Plain had 6 turnovers, while Southeast of Saline had 11. Once again, our final score, 32-30, as Garden Plain wins this one. I'm guessing Coach Flax may be spending a little bit extra time in the locker room after this one to talk through some things. So we will let you go. We will catch up with him Thursday as Southeast of Saline plays at home against Hillsboro. That's our next broadcast of Southeast of Saline basketball. Once again on Thursday, Southeast of Saline at home to round out the 2025 portion of their season against Hillsboro. Until then, we'll talk to you on Thursday. Have a good week.